Alright, let's do this. Let's do this.
Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. Welcome. There he
Hello everybody, and welcome back. This is your one and only Chicken Salad here with some more Neocab. We're gonna try to continue this, see where the story goes. Well, okay, anyways. Hopefully everything is well on your end. Everything's going well. Alright, let's let this bad boy up. Boom. We are in? Maybe? No? Come on, you can do it. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so we're choosing not to. Well, not really choosing, we can't really choose. Oh yeah. Also wondering, like, if I were to go from Ultra to just Fantastic, does it really change anything? I don't feel like it changes anything. Anyway. We are not okay. We're in the blue. Feeling sadness, depression, or despair. In the blue, your body is at its lowest energy point in the negative way. You will likely feel unmotivated to do even basic tasks like eating, engage in hobbies, or self-care. You'll be easily swayed by others and have trouble making up your mind. Boost your mood by talking to a trusted friend or exercising. Yeah, can I even exercise? Oh my god, we're losing cash as well. Let's hit the map. Sam Lucas is closest. Who's that guy? I think Colton. No, we'll go with Sam. Nearby, it goes up there. We can always drive around. So let's start. Maybe this is someone we can utilize. I spotted him standing in front of the Buzzburger, gawking at pedestrians like he was in an aquarium. Ah, tourists. I idled and waited for him to notice me. I honked to get his attention. You know what, let's honk. Ain't got shit to do. Jumped and flashed the grin like I was Santa driving a sleigh. There we go. Hi, are you Lena? I'm Sam. He held out his phone with his ride request as if showing me important documents. Yep, that's me. And don't worry, I believe it's you. No, let's just ask him. First time using Neocab? Oh geez, is it that obvious? I mean, you put in the profile. You just looked a little starstruck by everything. That's all. Like a real noob, right? I suppose that's fair. Did he say noob? Wait, do people still use that word? I think the bigger question is, why would you be one? Which one to choose? The bigger question is, why would you be one? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say I haven't heard it since I was a kid. Try to connect. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. I really lost track of all the lingo while... Never mind. Wait. While what? That was a little weird. Let it go. I let it go. You know what? I'll let it go. I've had enough late night confessionals in my car to know someone had a secret they really didn't want to keep. Sam was giving off those vibes, but I wasn't in the mood to coax anything out of him. Anyway, it's nice to be back. Really nice. How long are you... Oh, back from where? It's an obvious questioning, right? Oh, do I have to tell you? I mean, I know I brought it up, but I like talking to you and... Yeah, it's kind of unpleasant thing. Always nice to hear Pax enjoys my company, even if he was being a little cagey. Okay, yeah, we're kind of centering. Beautiful. We can talk about whatever you want, but you know that just makes me more curious, right? Are those the chips at the Busby. Okay. You know what? We'll leave it to the passenger, right? We can talk whatever you want. Oh my god, look out. There's no one driving in that car. I followed his panic, but it was just a standard Capra cab buzzing towards us. I need you to calm down. I was like, the Capra? Are you serious? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just never seen one in real life before. And was he like frozen in time or something? Seeing cars speed towards me without anyone driving it. God, it really freaks me out. I can see that. Look, I don't want to pry, but this is getting weird. Or just tell me what's going on. Yeah, and look, I think this one, look, we're trying to be understanding, but also telling the person how we're feeling as well. You're right. It's my first night back at Los Ojos in a while, like 15 years. -5 for good behavior. Oh, exactly. What? Excuse me. So much has changed while I was inside here. So I was in jail. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. But I thought a neocab might be a good place to start. Yeah, man. And ex-con, that was a new one. Well, welcome back, I guess. No, let him keep talking. Never a dull moment here at neocab. 10 years. In that case, let's just think of you as a time traveler. In the world's worst time machine. Thanks, I hope that didn't come across as condescending. Sounds good to me. Good recovery. Good recovery. Let's go. Take a drink. So we're kind of centering towards the middle. I know you guys can't see it. Had to make a choice. But we're centering in the middle there. I mean, if I put it to the right side like this, it could potentially work as well. But again, we'll leave it there for now. Maybe that'll be a good idea. Want me to fill in what happened in the last decade? Is there anything that... Oh, you know, again, leave it open. Is there anything you would like to know about? That right there. How'd they get my face? Storefronts lit up with custom window display as we passed by. The mannequins in dress imported my face, and the ones in utility plans pulled Sam's pic from his neocab profile. Dude, is then... Yeah, as long as you have a pic on some API somewhere, we're all models now. That's scary, actually. Alright, I think that's enough of an update for one night. Too much information or missing the old days? Missing old days, I think... It's tricky, right? Like, if you say missing the old days, you can infer... I guess you can kind of infer that you're kind of understanding where he's coming from. Too much information is more of a direct one. Maybe we'll go missing the old days. We might open up a little. A little bit, yeah. But it's more that I'm finally starting to see things I recognize around here. City streaming by couldn't have been less familiar to me. The tyrant skull and neon signs fighting for attention of an empty street. Sam's face had gone soft and dreamy, like he was seeing old friends. Sam's face had gone soft. No, okay. Shifted, eh? I had a list of stuff I was going to do as soon as I got out. Get a proper haircut and some clothes that weren't orange. And now, the thing I've been picturing the most. Walking through her door again for dessert. I'm gonna stay quiet. Let him keep talking. I stayed quiet. The weekly quota of weird sex stories was already maxed out. I'm a little nervous about seeing Aunt Cassie again, honestly. I don't know if she'll recognize me. Why did I get worse there? So I'm taking him to get dessert from his aunt. Come on. Sam, yeah. Though she's not really my aunt, she's just amazing and makes the best cookies. Well, good for him for having his own sugar mama. Sounds like quite a lady. That's not what he's saying. She is absolutely. Unless that's what they're saying. Thanks for chatting with me. But all this, it makes me feel like I'm a normal person. There we go, we're centering again. Can I ask why you went to jail? Is there anything else you want to talk about? Look, again, personal things, so I'm going to leave it open. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, I guess I should probably deal with the elephant in the room. I mean, if you want. So I just got out of college and I had this housemate. A good dude, but flaky, and sure enough, 2 months in a row, he couldn't make rent. I didn't have any savings or any job, and the place was in my name, so I was scrambling. Damn, unlucky. One day he brings me this deal, let some guy keep the opium plants in our place for a few months. That can't be good. No selling, no dealing, just taking care of the plants. Gardening, basically. Always been good with plants, and it paid our rent, and then some. Yikes. Yeah, got caught after the second month. And since we had so much product, they charged us as if we were like drug kingpins. When, swear to God, I've never even smoked a joint. That sounds awful. Again, trying to connect. It wasn't great. But I had a coping mechanism. Everyone has to have a thing in prison, you know. I don't know. The skill you bring to the table so the guys respect you. I don't know how to fix cars, and I had pretty much 0 connections. I can't draw to save my life, so no one wanted my stick figures as tattoos. As a tattoo. Are you saying you won over a group of convicts with gardening? Of cookies? I know, world's lamest inmate, but it was all I could do, believe me. A lot of the guys had never baked anything before. Been baked, but never baked. That was my regular joke. Not bad. I just couldn't shake. Come on, girl, you can't just go. Dude, your emotional control centers are horrible. Says the guy complaining right now. Ugh. See, I told you my baking skill is my skill. He reached into his jacket pocket and unwrapped a perfectly golden cookie. Ooh. Here, I baked a few this morning to show her how she saved me, even when I was inside. Oh, that's nice. I want you to have one. I could see the chocolate chip were dark and just melted enough. The edges looked crisp and the middle looked soft and buttery. Heaven. Ooh, that does sound great. I was hungry, but I had my doubts about prison cooking. You know what? I ate it without second thought. Sounds like he's reformed. It was chewy and delicious. Oh my god. Do you like it? This is like cookie nirvana. Oh, take a left. Walk down the street so many times, either looking for trouble or trying to get out of some. But it's going to be different now. This is cookies. What do you think of that name? What's your second option? You know what? If it is her cookies, then that's fine. And plus, I think the name's probably pretty decent. It's perfectly for me, to me. Good, that's a relief. Plus, that's the one he thought of. Honestly, Chop is kind of the only thing I have to look forward to right now. His voice buzzed with energy. That and sing out Cassie. We're almost there. How do I look? I could see on my navigator that we're close to the address, but I wasn't sure this particular part of Los Ojos had stayed the same all these years. You know what? You look great. The hoodie's terrible. You're really nice, you know that? Not a lot of people will be so kind to someone like me. Wait, is this Belmont Drive? It is. I pulled up to a glow, not the charming porch light of some kind woman's house, but the neon glare of a Capra charging station. It was right here. What's going on? Dude, you've been in there for a long time. No, this can't be. Oh, this is tricky. So you can say I'm so sorry, understanding that he's now lost a piece of memory. Well, not lost a bit. He has a memory and now has a conflict to his ideal and dreams, basically, because this is all he had. Or we could keep quiet to let him just bring it all out. But I feel like in Lena's case, she'll probably say I'm so sorry. The whole outer lands is a condo now. God, it's like a yuppie's fever dream. What happened? I'm not sure. Progress is the party line, I think. He repeated my word like it was the first time he'd heard it. It's gone. She's gone. Do you have her number or anything? I don't even know her last name. God, I must look so pathetic to you. Oh, yeah, exactly. Don't worry about that. But that is something that he's worrying about, so we don't need to bring it up to forefront. We can just say, is there somewhere else you want to go? Sam kept silent except for loud, shaky breaths. I could feel him willing himself not to cry. The tension was making my stomach hurt. You know what? That's pretty decent hostel. I can talk to you. I'm really sorry, but I have to take you somewhere else. No, we don't need to do that. Although that's very much a job thing. I can understand. Respect the hustle. There's a pretty decent hostel I can take you to. That will give him a start if he has money. Or, you know what? We can give him time. He just came out of jail. You know what? I think a bit of compassion here, right? Take all the time you need. I was too buried in my advice to be about your come on. Alright, we'll just take him to a decent hotel. Pretty decent hostel I can take you to. I appreciate that, but those places always seem to run out of rooms when guys like me show up. You know what? I need to stop kidding myself. I know where you can take me. The Grackle. Shitty bar, you know what? I don't, but sounds like it's not the nicest place. Oh, don't worry, I'll fit in. That was what I was worried about. I started the engine and rolled out of the neighborhood with all its ghosts. It's not a drink I'm after, believe me. Been sober going on 11 years now, but I know there will be at least a few familiar faces sitting at the bar. And if Deb still owns the place, she might even let me crash on the break room sofa. The Grackle was close. It made sense that it had been his regular haunt, and I doubted he was the first person to head there after a stint in prison. It's probably not my place to say, but I still think Cassie cookies are a good idea. All the bakeries in LO are so trendy now. Flavor foam, savory donuts. There's something refreshing about a chocolate chip cookie. Something classic. Well, as a time traveler, I have to say, classic sounds a lot like old. The dive bar loomed in our sights before I could respond. A few gnarly motorbikes and gnarlier looking characters loitered out the front. With his choir boy haircut and pristine jeans, Sam definitely had a rough road ahead. Look, I hate to ask you this, but I wasn't planning on having to pay for a place to sleep tonight. Aunt Cassie had one of those industrial mixers I was going to use for the bakery. Now I have to buy one, but banks don't usually give out loans to ex-cons, you know? Yeah, what do you need? It's too much, I'm sorry. Well, I don't have... You know, how much? 20 coin would really help. Oh, that's steep. Yeah, fuck it. Here you go. 20 coin is a lot, but you need it more than I do. I'm surprised you let it go, being how blue we are. I know what it's like to need... Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Lena. Perhaps someone shows you a kindness someday, like you have for me. If I could respond here out into the night. He's probably just embarrassed, but in this town, seems like everyone needed a little extra help. Even a guy who just wanted to bake chocolate chip cookies. Welcome back to the world, Sam. Damn. Thankful for your kindness of strangers is so rare and precious. Thank you. All right, we're back. Well, we earned. Wait, he paid for the ride? Didn't I just lose like 20 coin though? Message from unknown. Text me back. Lena? This better be who I think it is. Yes, you son of a bitch. What the hell? It's Savvy. Are you okay? Oh my god, El Bunny, I'm so sorry. Sorry. I've been trying to find a safe way to text. Need your help. Oh my god, it's amazing to talk to you. Tell me you're okay. I mean, obviously we should probably find out where she is, but tell me you're okay. It's really complicated right now. I need help. Please tell me where you are. Can't say right. Bitch, you better tell me where you are now. Yes. Something feels off. I guess... Yeah, is this really you, though, Sabi? That might catch them, or something feels off. Might also say that. Or each response is the same, though. You know what? I'm just gonna say something feels off. Trust me, it's me. I had to trash my old phone. Can't risk using the camera or would send you a pic. But seriously, who the fuck else calls you El Bunny, lol? I just need to make sure. It's been a weird week. Literally ask me anything. You know what? What did you break at my 19th birthday? Oh my god, you're so paranoid. I broke your favorite mug. It was shaped like an avocado. Okay, maybe it's you. When you were 17, a gang of stupid rich boys yelled at you from their gross white pedo van. Called you a bitch, slut, dyke, etc. Rude. You came to me crying and you wanted to move or whatever, and I said fuck that, we can teach them a lesson. So your girl tracked them down, found their bullshit man cave frat house. Are you convinced yet? Nope. Lol. We found their van parked out back and came fucking locked and loaded. You with your glitter bomb, me with my spray paint. You always find your enemies. You know what? That van looked way better with the new paint job. Trust fund maggots, lol. We fucked that shit up. Lucky they didn't call the cops. Like you should be doing right now. Oh, they're lucky you didn't let me slash the tires. I was so ready. But you were there to stop me from going too crazy. Always am, always will be. Looks like I'm the brakes to her gas. You're the best, love. Okay, maybe it's really you. I want to, yeah, you know what? Maybe it's really. Finally, okay. Soon, I promise. I just need one favor though. Name it. Oh. What happened there? Oh, name it. I know you're trying to help, but please, 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 I need you to be super careful about who you talk to. I've been hearing some whispers about you asking questions about me. You know what? First of all, whispers from who? I know you're trying to help, but please remember, don't talk to anyone who works with Capra about me. They're gonna lie to you. You seriously can't trust anything they say. Of course not. Oh my god, just... Okay, so I shouldn't double click. Capra is fucking dangerous. You seriously have no clue how dangerous. And I want you to stay safe. I'm hearing stuff on my side and it's bad. Plus they'll totally take you down with me if you give them a chance. Just don't go digging into them anymore, okay? Digging done. Why is it like going so fast now? Thanks, Nina. It means the world. Okay, gotta go. Seriously, so close to all this being done. Can't wait to see you, my little El Bunny. Love, 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 love. Love you so much. Talk soon, I promise. Love you too. Well, it was after midnight. I met my ride car. I checked my feel grid teal. I had it in me to push for one more ride tonight. No, she says the same shit. I decided to push on. Gotta make that moolah. Decided to push on. Every PAX has a chance to learn the city and some coin. That's right. That's something. If I go rest, it probably centers me anyway. We're looking good. I mean, we did lose 20 there. Oof. Journal entry. I've always got your back, chica. Trust fund makers. Okay. Look at the map. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. What's this red one? 5 stars needed. Okay, what about this dude? Oh, it's these assholes. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be happening anytime soon. Stella? Rune Hall? Okay, let's see. What about this guy? What is this guy? This guy's coming backwards here. If he comes backwards, what's the 99 cents a bar? That's not bad. You know what? I'm down with that. Now I can go for the charge. Let's see what happened. Liam waved to me before he got in the car. He looked excited to see me. I went back to see if I could get a laugh. It seemed to work. Hey, Lina! Wow, what are the odds we'd see each other again? Pretty high, actually. Of all the neocabs in Los Ojos, he gets into mine. The odds are very good. I'm one of maybe 3 neocabs left in the city. Oh well, I'll call it fate anyway. More fun. How have you been, Lena? You know what? Kind of rough, actually. Sorry to hear that. Anything in particular? There's something going on with my friend. I can't really get in touch. It's stressing me out. She's been flaking on me a lot. Can't stand that. Oh god, same, but I know she's got a lot going on. It's fine, mostly. Oh, we're shifting. So what about you? Wait. You've got one of those things on your arm. No way. The field grid. Wow. Yeah, actually Savvy gave it to me. Oh, interesting. How do you feel about it? She looks at it just to make sure. You know what? I reckon, you know, putting your heart on your sleeve almost in that point. Obviously the wrong saying, but I reckon it's pretty cool. In a sense. Pretty cool. Really? You dig it? I find it so bizarre, just as a concept, putting your emotions on display. Doesn't it make you uncomfortable? It does sometimes. Keeps me grounded. Ooh, I think, yeah, it keeps me grounded. It's nice to look at something that says, this is what I'm feeling. Unless it's not, then that's a problem. Reminds me that what I'm going through is real, but also that it can change. Yeah, I need to stop. Stop what? Being all thinky, dissecting stuff. You know what? I like thinky. It's the worst. I've been trying to stay out of the heavier side of LO, but you know, not to bring the room down or the car, I guess, but can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know anything about Sophie Limix, the late Sophie Limix? You know what? A few. You know what? Not much. She was a ballerina in LO who was killed by a car. Like a car, a human driver. You probably heard the Sophie's Law at least. Definitely. I figured it affects you more than most. Well, after I left you the other night, I went to take some pictures and stumbled across this massive crowd of people. It was a vigil for Sophie. Big deal. Lots of mourners. Some people had signs about cars, about Capra or whatever. There was this portrait of her full ballet pose, abacus, surrounded by flowers, people crying, chanting about change. That sounds... oh my god, we're back to blue. It sounds heartbreaking, actually. Yeah. It was. I felt like I knew her just hearing people speak about her, seeing how adored she was. But the other thing was, the whole scene was bathed in this blue glow, and it was coming off people's wrists, field grids. Are they really that popular here? You know what? I haven't seen too many. Actually, no. I'd say Savvy's got one. And she's an open book emotionally. mystery in every other way. Well, at the visual, field grids were everywhere. I got some interesting shots and it was so strange taking a photo with only one possible interpretation. It's just, here are some sad people because, you know, they are sad because they are blue. That would be interesting. It's weird, you know? Yeah. But it's not that simple. There are different kinds of sad. We can't read the feeling exactly. Yeah, maybe you're right. Either way, it was really striking. Mostly blues, some reds here and there, greens and yellows too. What do those mean? Good, I guess. I've been there in a while. Calm, relaxed, positive. Chill, happy. But see, that's the problem, right? If I show up in a funeral and my field grid says I'm stoked, maybe you're the murderer. Just enjoying happy memories. Probably, sure. But there's so much room for error, misinterpretation. Absolutely, that is a problem. I keep picturing the Mona Lisa. 500 years of that unreadable smile until you slap a field grid on it. I'm a bit scrambled up about the whole thing. So you're not in the market for one then. At least the look is interesting and I almost got a free one. Like a sponsorship? You're an influencer? Ha, working on it. How's it going so far? I think a lot of pretty picture. I'm told that's the first step. Anyhow, I'm at the visual, yeah? Everything's blue, it's dreamlike, mournful, but then I look across the street and there's this whole gang, right? Not a field grid in a pack, it's a dark zone. I go over there to check them out and they say they're this group called Radix. The word hit me like a gut punch. Maybe I could get some intel if I played this right. Yeah. Who's Radix? They're anti-car activists, cool people mostly. Except one of them who got really heated when I said they must like Sophie's Law, rookie mistake. They hate cars, but they hate Capra even more. Even more than you, maybe. Hey, you're the one who brought them up this time. No, I'll just say impossible. So, what were they doing at the vigil? Well, they were actually trying to recruit. A Sophie's Limits vigil? Interesting. Hey, yo, Artyom! Yeah, they were saying new logos. I'll just pause this for a moment. How's it going, buddy? Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you around. How's things? Hopefully things are good. Welcome back to our Neocap. Let's continue. I guess the half measure gives Capra more power, doesn't save any lives. Anyway, I showed them the photos I took of the blue glow, and they said none of those people had field grids when they showed up. Apparently 2 hours earlier, some Capra reps showed up and started handing them out free of charge. Ooh. Yeah, hold on, is that really true? Radix swore up and down that's how it happened. Huh. Yeah, my question is why? Because it puts on a show. Because Capra can turn everything into brand partnership. Oh. Yeah, I think because it puts on a show. Free advertising. And then I take a picture of it and share it with the world. Makes me feel a little duped. Exactly. Yep, that tends to be Capra's thing. So I want to help you without spell my name because the Y doesn't spell Y. It starts like this. Ayrton. Wait, did I say, is it Ayrton? Oh, thank you for correcting me because I've been saying it wrong for so long. Ah, Ayrton. Well, hopefully I will remember this time. Although this is the first time. So Ayrton, how's things, mate? Other things are well? That's something I maybe should have told you the other day when I got weird. When you got weird? Well, look, do you work for Capra? Not exactly. I worked for a big Capra adjacent company when I was still in the UK. I got the job really young, working in immersive tech and AI. I loved it. It let me be creative and I felt like I was changing things. So we got big because we were good, but then you lose yourself, don't you? How do you mean? More and more I was balancing creativity, my actual work, and corporate ethics. You sure this wasn't in Los Ojos? Kind of a global story, I guess. We just kept working with the worst people, saying yes to more funding regardless of where it came from. To make myself feel better, I joined all these initiatives for change, for diversity, helping the right kinds of community and people. It took so much on, and so did lots of us, but it was just impossible. What's the phrase? Money talks. Definitely talked louder than we did. So it came to LO. Yeah, so you know, fuck it. You came to LO. It's kind of like pointing accusations, though, right? The city of unavoidable. Ha! I know, it seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? I guess maybe this trip is a test to see if I can turn my brain off. Be a tourist, not an activist. Just watch all the Capra stuff happen and let it float by. Hey, Dusk! I'll pause this for a minute. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully things are well. Massive gold star to you too. How's things? Hopefully things are well. We're gonna keep continuing with Neocam. Just let everything float by. No agonizing over morals, no fighting, just observing. Rest in peace, our dog. Rest in peace. Where do you feel you're at? You know that's impossible, right? I wish I could do that now. I think we want to keep questioning him. Where do you feel you're at? Doing my best to remain impartial on everything turns out to be a lot of work. I mean, boss, just look at me. I'm losing right now. To a really good picture of an important LO moment of people experiencing something profound. It might have been one of my best. I can't decide. I used to do nothing but decide. And now I can't even say if a photo I took is real. I knew the feeling. Was everything real? Was anything real? Also, might be slightly staged. Well, it's a real picture. Or anger. Of course it's real. You know, yeah, of course. I mean, regardless of what happens, it is real. Of course it's real. It's still real people experiencing something real. I don't feel good. My feelings are still legitimate. Real people, real moments. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Hey, listen, obviously don't take your eyes off on the road, but do you think I could send you the picture? You can tell me what you think. I want to share it. I think it's important, but I sort of love your thoughts. Be my moral compass. Yeah, send it away. Thanks. And sorry if I'm being a downer. People come to LO for the lights and sights, you know? And I end up getting right back into the muck. Things are going to be okay. You're not a downer. You can't avoid poverty. I'm in the same boat. Things are going to be okay. You know what? I'm just going to say I'm in the same boat. Expected a lot more hanging out in nightclubs and a lot less everything else. Pulled up to Liam's hotel again. It was hard not to feel a pang of jealousy having a decent place to sleep, felt like it was part of another timeline for me. And here we are. Cool, thanks for listening to me rant, Lena. And looking at the photo for me. Anytime, friend. See you in the texts. I was already scrolling through his camera as he walked in. Did the fate of a de facto Capra ad campaign lay in my hands, mixed with the fate of a photo that could sway the Sophie's Law vote? Possibly. Liam, buddy, I can't tell if you came to the exact right person or the exact wrong one. Guess we'll find out. 5 stars? 5 stars, you bitch. That's right, I thought. 2 for 2 on positive interaction with Lena. Let's go. Stayed the same. What? Oh, I earned $6, I guess. Outer lands, battery use. And shift. Okay. Oh, look at that. We earned 15, but we lost 22. Not good. Can't reach there, so we need to go here. We're gonna charge to max. That's a little low when I didn't know where I'll be able to charge up again. It'll cost me 98 per bar. Pretty sweet deal actually. The full charge. Consider my next move. And then we'll go to sleep. I wonder if he's sent me the photo or anything. Rip Sophie. It should have been Kappa. Okay, so the closest one is here for 20. Or we can go here for 18. Distance wise is not bad. Or we can go here, which means we lose our entire bar. I think she'll be happier with here, so we'll go here. Spend a little to be a little bit happier. Scanned the place for pine cones as soon as I walked in. I could see that, plus the fact that I could practically taste the relief of a full mattress had me asleep in record time. Dreamed of cactus flats again. I was back in my old room with all my little things. More pine cones and shells and a few crystals, some mismatched earrings, and pearl-handled hairbrush. Touched each object one by one, and as I did, each of them hummed. The sound built on top of one another into a beautiful song. The song wrapped me up so I felt safe. Then it buzzed inside me with so much energy, I felt like I could fly. Then someone else was in the room, and I knew that they shouldn't have been there. I wasn't flying, I couldn't fly. And all my little things went away, one by one, in poofs of dust as their song becomes screams. I started to vanish too. My body just blinked away, piece by piece. I was nowhere and nothing. I woke up. I only made it to the lobby in time to scrounge the last lone muffin on the table. When I took a bite, it didn't scream. I couldn't tell if I was comforted or disappointed. Back to work. Night 4. Fourth night I lost a horse. Is this my life now? Making just enough coin to scrape by, never seeing the sun, on an endless search for my friend. It was starting to feel surreal, like the moment the camera pans to a dark figure laughing in the doorway, and you just know, oh, she's doomed. I know, this friend is so crazy right now. Start shift. New message from Liam. It's a picture. Hey Lena. Thanks again for the ride. Great talking to you. Yes. Here's a picture I took of Sophie MX visual. Do I post it? Yes. No. Circle one. You know what? I know he's apprehensive about it because it's a bunch of people wearing it, but this is the reality, right? And if it's a profound moment, it's a profound moment regardless. And if they wish to spin it, that's them, right? I say go for it. Go for it. It's a really beautiful shot. Thank you. Okay, I'll put it up straight away. I think it's a good call. I was maybe being silly earlier. Hope you have a great night. Hope to see you around. Cool. Let's look at the map. We are here. We can go back to Stan's machine. Ask more questions. And then maybe these guys will come a bit closer. As almost smiled when they saw me, or at least they didn't scowl. Yeah, okay, back again to what do I owe the pleasure? I had a couple more questions. Of course you do. It was hard to read as ever. I knew I was testing their patience, but I had to get answers somewhere. Don't care about Sophie's law. We just want to know if our friend. What do you mean by direct action the other day? You told me to ask. Yeah, there's something big coming up, real fucking big. You picked a side yet? You know what? I'm not big on taking sides. At least I haven't yet. No surprise there. How's wishy-washy working out for you? Still deciding. Cute. Maybe I'll figure out where I stand after this big direct action of yours. Just listen to the people who get in your little death cab. Ask them what they think. I'll do that. Hey, before you go, I want to let you in on little something, even if you don't know your ass from your elbow politically. You're just pitiful enough that I kind of feel bad for you. You flatter me. Just listen. Be careful driving around tomorrow night, especially in that rolling death trap of yours. Market Street could get a little congested. Folks might need a neo cab to get out. You didn't hear this from me. Okay, sure. Headed back to my car and hit the road. Okay. We'll see how we go. I'm at extreme emotion. Look at that. Anger, fear, or disgust. In the red, your heart rate is elevated and you may have symptoms of tension such as headaches, jaw clenching, or stomach pains. You're likely to have difficulty focusing and experiencing forgetfulness and poor judgment. Try to take deep, slow breaths and avoid spiraling into negative thinking. Okay, we're there. These guys are still all the way up there. Where's this guy trying to go? Klaus? Elliot? Okay, frontier we can do probably. I'll fix what ails you. Let's go. Then we'll charge again. Alright, blocked. I'll wait for you in the next corner instead. Thanks. Man, this guy. Not again. Not doing the packs wanted. But pulling over AV zone would risk a stop from the LOPD. We're never going to do that. You know that, right? Not to mention the ticket will send me back to serious cause. I couldn't risk the ticket. Drove past the pin a block or so and pulled up the drab warehouse that's been turned into lofts. You flashed a grin as soon as you saw me. My stomach flipped. It was kind of handsome. Oh, really? Like really handsome. You know what? I tried to ignore it. Yeah, we're centering ourselves. I shouldn't been with Savvy. Should have been with Savvy by now, drinking to my life. Your life is lost hopes. I didn't even know if she'd ever have a normal life again. Oh my god. Where is she? What was she thinking right now? Hey, Lena, right? That's me. Class, nice to meet you. Caught his eye in the review. He seemed too happy for this time of night. Maybe not happy exactly, more like normal. It was like spotting a rare bird. I see you've been doing this a while. How can you tell? You keep your wrist very straight, RSI. It flares up every now and then. Damn, that sucks. Do you have it too? No, but I can spot the signs. What do you do for a living? Take care, folks. There's some good exercises for that wrist you could try. I can send you some videos. Thanks, not a lot of people seem to care. I feel like there's a lot of people that care. Let's just go. You take care of folks, huh? Someone has to. I don't want to live in a world where the rich lives forever and the poor dies of measles. That's true. I'm guessing you folks don't have great insurance. A lot of ice packs and wrist braces. You know that's how they treat RSI now if you're on the Capra plan, right? They knit this composite weave into the tendons in your wrist. Capra zoomed in front of me and I felt a twinge below my palm. Like my body was rejecting the very idea of Capra getting in my bones. Like putting pins in a broken leg? Or like sewing frayed fabric back. Keeps everything tidy, stops the inflammation, makes you a little superhuman. Sorry, didn't mean to drag you into a medical lecture. It's interesting, yeah. Glad you think so. Maybe I should start a podcast, Tendon Talk. Or Bone Chatter. Blood Gab. Scrub Life. Why am I always surprised when I get nice packs? Because people are people, not by the labels that they are at. So where you headed? Oh, this guy I know fell off a ladder. Might be a minor injury, might be serious. Won't know until I get there. Sounds painful. And the way he was breathing, it sounded like a bruised rib. Oof, that's painful. So that's why I'm heading over at 2 in the morning. But enough about my problems. Looks like you're having a rough night. You know, honestly, it's been a little rough. Well, tell me. It's been a weird night. My best friend dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know if she's ghosting me or... Sounds like you need a better friend. A bester friend. We've got too much history for that. I get it, just... Stress is the biggest predictor of heart disease, you know? Pulled up to a modest low-rise hallowed by the glow of the fast food signs. That was quick. Thank you so much. That was super quick. I guess such another smile at me at the review. I hope your friend is okay. Me too. All the videos on treating ribs are a little vague. Hey, let me ask you. Do you think it's better to be in a compression wrap or run the risk from pneumonia. But you're asking me, aren't you the doctor? No, I never used the word doctor. But look at it this way. I watch the exact same training videos that doctors do. Relax, I have a pretty good treatment record. That does not make me happy. It's like I said, I help folks. And folks don't worry about what's hanging on my wall, you know? Anyway, this is me. Great to meet you, Lena. Maybe I'll run into you again. So my nice normal Pax was a nice illegal doctor. A doctor. That's what she called himself. Yes, I couldn't trust anyone to see. I hope he at least knows. I do admire him for trying to help people. I don't know. This is like... You can only learn so much, right? There's a reason why you have to go do studies. You can't just generalize and say you can't trust anyone in the city. I do hope he at least, you know, that's probably the least one. But not, I know he's coming from a nice place, but still, it's not, you can do potentially more harm than good, so that's not good. Anyways, we'll do the middle one. Got no other choice. Stretched my legs and heard something rattle on the floor. I reached under my seat. A bottle of pills. Zero Donald G. Never heard of that. Prescribed by my doctor Pax to one Jonah Jonathan. Cool, super legit, extremely legal. We can't toss him out the window. You gotta toss him in the glove box. No, I should return him to Carlos. Not maybe. I should return him to Carlos. Why are we not? He's literally there. Just go return it. What are you doing? Alright, if I don't want to be rude, but wish she could have met me where I asked, went above and beyond. Thanks. Perfect. Let's go. $7 dues. That's a lot of money. What is going on with this lady? Seriously, just return it. Return the shit. We go here. We need to charge. We'll charge. Please, for the love of God, just... When we're right there, we should have just given it straight away. I don't know what we're thinking. Oh, it's Sam Lucas sitting up my kneecap. Why has he got 3 red like that? Where's this one going? Andy Colton. Founder and chief of cat herder at Cure at Home in Gently Down in the Universe. If I do that, I can probably come here. So I have to go all the way up there. I don't know if that's worth. I want to kind of stay near here because that's where the cheap pricing is. Everything becomes super expensive. Alright. We'll do... Yeah, we'll try Anthony Colton. The glowing holographic arc welcomed me to the Steve district. Cartoon bots bounced around the words science, technology, endeavor, and virtual entertainment. So sorry to ask, but we may, if it's cool, my pin is in the wrong place. Of course it is. Could you pull up the corner instead and we'll hop in? Seems fastest. Every time, not doing what the packs wanted could hurt my scenario. And putting on the AV zone would risk me PD. Not to mention ticket will set me back for serious con. No, I couldn't risk the ticket. Not gonna risk the ticket. I drove past the pin block and pulled out the way than that. Yeah, it's always the same. Let's just maybe try this. It's gonna be a maze blaze. Did you just say? Never mind, whatever. Hey, what's up? Just working. Nothing's up. No, I was saying hey to the Neocab girl. Are you supposed to talk to them? I guess I was supposed to just ignore that. I'm telling you, this is a totally authentic way to experience Los Ojos. She's like a sommelier of the urban map. A mobile concierge, if you say so. Have you heard that one before? Huh, actually mobile concierge services are extra? No, never heard that one before. Hey, she's feisty. That's funny, I like that. Don't call women feisty. The fire, ha, I love it. Driver, my name is Anthony and this here is Risa. We're on a first date and we're looking to benefit from your totally authentic perspective as like the soul of Los Ojos. Oh, that's not good. Got any personal insights? Where does someone like you go for a great drink? What kind of stuff are you into? Boutique experiences. We want to go like off the beaten path, but like also kind of deconstructed and possibly spiritual. This was your fun, surprising date idea, getting a neocab driver to plan it. Just so you know, Risa shared with me that she has some boundaries around human drivers. No, all I said was safety. She's more of a auto car person, you know? So don't take it personally if she's kind of a nervous burger. Hey, that's not... Can you just tell her to not take us to some place with drinks, please? What? Yeah, I've been doing this well, don't worry. Let me get straight. You want me to pick? You know, I'll just reassure them. See? Calm, collected confidence of a pro. So where are you taking us? Let's just be honest. Yeah. Ah, okay, cool. Now, that's okay. I totally get that, Risa. What were you suggesting earlier? I said we should go to the Piccadilly Circus pace rather than pile into this death trap. Piccadilly Circus, right. Okay, driver, to Piccadilly Circus. You got it. So, the prof said you run a tech incubator? Yeah, but I don't really like to say I run it, you know. It sounds really hierarchical and everyone's ideas matter. What have you created that I might have heard of? Right, you're into tech too. Yeah, I don't like to say I created any of it. He's just like an admin person. I'm taking all the ideas from the team and then we see what emerges. It's like a birth. Oh, I'm sure you can relate. I don't think she can. That was getting thick. Never a good sign on a date. No, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Oh, how about yourself? Tell me about yourself. Well, I guess my job is the most important thing to me. I work a lot. I'm doing really crucial training for AI that... Oh, I totally get you. It's not the most accessible topic, I admit. It makes it harder to meet people since meeting people is so important though. You gotta connect, like, watch this. What's your name, drive? Okay. Oh. Oh. Do I risk this losing stars just so I can help this guy out? You know what? Fuck it. I'm in the red. I'm not gonna... No, anyways. So, I'm Lena. Nice to meet you. We can like kind of go with the role, but that could make myth her. Or we can try to use this as a learning opportunity and let him realize that he's talking to her. So, because he's really just cutting in. And surprise, surprise, I do this often as well. I just cut in sometimes. And sometimes I forget that I'm so passionate, so I just like to try to get in. But I think it's also a level of that I'm afraid that I'm going to forget this awesome idea I had that I wanted to provide to the group or to the person. And I haven't really found a strategy that works because the people I talk to or value are polite and they kind of let me do that as well. Obviously, I'm not blaming them, but this is like the consequences of everybody's actions. So I try to, you know, work on that as well. So I'm going to say, I think Lewis is talking. Hey, Thunder Dynamite! Hey y'all, hop in more casually in a moment. Trying to get out of work, but hope stream's been good. Yeah, stream's been good. Thanks for asking. Oh, I always gotta forget to pause. But remember, Thunder Dynamite, as awesome as your name is, you gotta stick to the important things. I'm not saying I don't appreciate you joining in, but work, you gotta focus on your work and you gotta focus on your all the things that you need to do. So don't worry, I'm just happy you joined in. And that's more than enough. Made me happy as well. So, and so did everyone else in chat. Obviously, I'm not soloing out Thunder Dynamite. Thunder Dynamite is the best chatter in my stream. Screw all you other guys. No. But yeah, please focus on the things that you need to do. But thank you. Thank you for dropping by. This event proved that. Oh, totally. Wait, what? Oh, do you even follow the body count on the Capra billboards? I mean, I see them, but is this really the best place to talk about all that? Because the human driver, you mean? She's just trying to drive the car without murdering anyone, and you're treating her like your personal shopper or whatever. Oof. I have to admit, I appreciate her saying the personal shopper part. I just love when packs talk about me like I'm not there. You know, I think she's trying to be considerate as well. I feel like I'm always trying to give the benefit of the doubt as well. It'd probably be reflected through my choices. So I'm still going to do that regardless. I think it's still the better path. I have to admit, I appreciate her saying about the personal shopper part. Wow, I'm feeling a lot of negativity from your side of the cab, Risa. Human drivers kill people, do they not? Bad vibes. So do like the cab thing here. I'm just trying to be realistic. Some asshole driver rubbish his car in the party of Los Rouge, and a car just like this one. Yeah. I can't say it was anyone hurt. I just nodded. Yeah. They've been trying to ram all this anti-car legislation through around here for years. This is bigger than Los Ojos though. If the law goes through, it could grow into an international movement. And technically it's not even like a law yet. It's a bill. Sophie's bill. Like she's a duck. Wait, am I going to be out of a job? No, that's a myth. Automation doesn't take jobs away. It just kind of shifts them. You mean displacement? This one is a good driver. She'll be fine. The auto car economy will create opportunities for people like her. No, it hasn't. This one, people like her. Wow, just wow. These are just such harsh places to go on a date. Are you okay? I'm fine. I don't have a problem with emotional subjects. That's really good. Not you. I was doing a check-in with our driver. You need to really specify who you're talking to. You know what's funny? I'm seeing a lot of reflection from this guy. I often, and this is a problem, and this is the problem that happens, and this is funny because this is what I try to teach the people I support as well. Making your intentions known to the person that you're trying to speak to, because the people I support sometimes just throw it out into the group, into the air, and expect to be read and then directed towards them. And I sometimes do this as well. And sometimes I switch topics without actually thinking that the people I'm talking to understood that I switched topics. Because in my head, I think one of the challenges in my head, like thousands of ideas just keep running through, and I'm just trying to thread it through a funnel. I'm trying to get that one idea out that's going to fit the whole topic and theme, and make sure that everyone's on par. Not to agree upon the topic, although I used to do that as well, because I believed, truth is always and right is always right, and not including the subjective stuff. And it's just one of those things I still struggle to this day, but I'm getting better, and I think that's the important thing. You're always trying to improve. Anyways, enough about me. Not you all doing a check-in with our driver. You're seriously asking me if I'm okay with my job being eliminated. Why is she so defensive like this? But at the same time, I can understand. With automation, you're supposed to, not supposed to, with automation you're hoping, and this is the key term, you're hoping when jobs are being taken over by machines, we'll just say that for now, machines, that the benefit product of that generation of labor that's disappearing should shift to some other opportunities, or, and this is the key thing, it shouldn't take away the economic benefit that comes with it and then throw the people out, right? There should be some kind of shift, blend, or upskilling that needs to be done so that the people that originally had the jobs doesn't completely lose their jobs and still be a productive member in society. And I feel like out there in the world, it feels like, yep, it's like, oh, we can get human workers to do the labor where we have to charge a ridiculously low fee, or we can get machines to do it, which are much more efficient. They can do it all day and all night, and we get a boost in production. Yeah, we get a boost in production, but we don't care about the humans because the humans have the opportunity to find other work. But the problem with that is that you just lost a bunch of people who are productive members, and now they just got no income. And if they have no income, then it's harder for them to find those opportunities also. I think there needs to be like a trade-off, and it's been a very messy thing that happens. But regardless, progress is progress, and there's nothing you can really do about progress. But it shouldn't be totally up to the people, is what I'm saying. There should be some kind of like program to assist in shifting things across. Otherwise, it's just not fair, honestly. Anyways, fine. See, there's a driver who understands that safety for all is not a threat to her future livelihood. I feel we need to back up, flip it, and reverse it here, Risa. This person is a compassionate professional, and she's been showing us this magical time. Oh, thanks, buddy. And you're wielding your tech industry privilege to silence her. I had to admit, he was actually making me side with her. You know, he actually had a point. I appreciate him trying to see it from my perspective. Exactly. What? This is a proud woman. I'm pretty sure she's of color and she's a crucial part of the fabric of our working society. The driver has a name. That's also true. Oh, you remember it? Yes, it's Lena. Right. It's a beautiful name. How is that spelled? You're being a condescending jerk, Anthony. That was where it's coming from. This is tricky. Because they both make some valid points, right? But he's also weaponizing potentially, while she's just stating facts. So I'm just like, yeah, he definitely was. Lena and I have a connection, right, Lena? Sure. Maybe I should hang out with Lena instead. Go ahead, fine. Hold on a second. I get it. You're busy moving people and changing lives. I respect that, but I'll definitely hit you up for another ride. I'm totally all about the human driver thing. It's flawed and risky. But so are our hearts, right? Please stop the car, I'm getting out. I can't say are you serious, if you say so. This is the worst date of my life. And a guy once took me to a bowling alley. What's wrong with a bowling alley? I feel personally attacked right now. I was happy to put this date out of its misery. Maybe he'd given me extra stars. Nah, I don't care about the stars right now. I'll be happy to put this date out of its misery. Bye bye, negative energy. Thanks for reminding me why I prefer Capra. I bet you look at like fractals instead of memes. Fractals are beautiful. I'm really sorry about that, Mika. I guess in a way it's kind of on me. I shouldn't have pushed her. You know what? It's cool. I actually liked your date idea. Really? See, you get it. I just wanted her to like appreciate your work. Seriously, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're really nice. You have a super soothing energy. Oh, thanks. Well, check it out. Smuggler's Highway. My favorite bar in Los Ojos. This has to be a universal thing. A universe thing. We put it out there and we beat all those bad vibes. This is totally our reward. Let me get you a drink. My way of saying thanks and like saluting your energy. My face flushed hot. I wish I could, but I'm meeting my friends soon. For sure, for sure. Maybe another time, Lena. And I'm totally giving you 5 stars. Imagine he gives me 3. He did a little pair of hand nods as he crossed the street. I couldn't help thinking it was kind of cute. Maybe his next neocab date could be with me. Oh, okay. Anthony Colton gave me 5. Overall, great vibes, good times. Stayed 5. Let's go. Made $6 dues. Los Rouge. Oh, we lost a bit of battery. Might be worth it as long as we're getting closer. What? Popo? Okay. Nothing to worry about. Unless those pills in the fucking glove box. No! Bruh. If this gets me fucked. I've seen LAPD officers in the news before. Cold black screens and their face where their face should be. That's not good. I pulled over. Hands on the wheel. Eyes up. Deep breaths. Heard some compelling reports about neocabs in the road tonight. I don't know what the law is here around here, so I'll just ask what have I done wrong? One moment, Miss Romero. I turned away, but I could hear him speaking in a hushed tone. On every channel, this one must have pissed off the wrong people. We'll get the word out. How much was this gonna cost me? No, it couldn't be her. his visor. Yeah, savvy. I started trying to keep my expression blank. You know what? Yeah, stand up straighter. Try to keep my expression blank. Try to hide even the slightest hint of recognition. But it didn't matter. Because of my bloody thing. Is it? Oh! There she was, her face on every screen, bathing city in a blood red glow. Savvy. IP theft, fraud, and trespassing. What have you done? Straight to blue, dude. It's showing my emotions. Ma'am? Anything else, officer? You're in a hurry to get somewhere, aren't you? Dude, I'm doing my job! Well, aren't we all? Just watch your speed out there. You're not a Capra. And look, I'm legally obligated to ask you this. Sure, go for it. Have you seen this individual picture in this bulletin? You know what? No, sir. I didn't trust my voice not to shake. Okay. That's fair. I think that's probably the most fair emotional block choice I've seen today. I shook my head. Yeah, well. Yeah, why would a neo cabbie ever know a Capra employee? She must have been pretty high up on the food chain too. What? Don't put out a citywide APB for rogue janitors, did you? Guess not. Well, report any sightings of this criminal right away. I'm surprised they didn't get my phone details. That'll be all. Drive safely, ma'am. Like, shouldn't they be able to track where all the messages are coming from? Let alone her phone? Savvy was wanted, and I just lied to the LOPD. And what had he meant by Capra employee? No way she's working for them, right? This couldn't be happening. Somewhere in the city was Savvy's apartment with extra room all set up for me and the bricks of sage incense hidden away in every closet. Would I ever see that place? Would I ever see her again? New message from Liam. Okay, so here's my idea. I'm thinking possibly what's happened is that the Radix team that she kind of got in a mix with came up with this idea where Savvy becomes an employee of the Capra industry, whatever the Capra organization, goes up the food chain, up the corporate ladder, so that she can steal or pass on information to the activists to do something crazy. I feel like that's the kind of direction we're going to, but obviously not sure. But I feel like that's the direction. And on that note, oh my god, I know the cold front is coming, but damn, it is getting cold. It is freaking cold here. Okay. Let's go see the message from Liam. Hey Lena, it's Liam. You know I can see your name, right? Good. Twinkie face. Sure, we'll send that one. I don't like to assume. Fair enough. Glad to be in your contacts. Smiley face. Ah. How are things going on your end? Time between yeesh and yikes. Well, I hope it's closer to yeesh. Yeesh. Reason I'm texting you is I just met pretty much the coolest person. A quantum witch. Una the statistician? Yeah, let's not assume. Statistics? Are we talking about the same Una? This lady is straight up science witch. Oh, she says she knows you too. Lol. What are the odds? I think that's more for Una to say. Right? We've been talking all night about random things and that aren't really random, and the difference between impossible and improbable, and also zombie cats. Anyways, Una says hi. Ah. Gonna go check out this spot in Ramagetti now. Ramen and spaghetti. I like that. Have a good one. You too. Anyway, now there's a match made in Quantum Heaven. I had no idea how I could help fix a timeline. I wanted to fix my own life at the moment. At least I was making a name for myself in this town, one quantum witch at a time. It was well after midnight and I met my ride quota. I checked my feel grid blue. I had it in me to push for one more ride tonight. What I could call it. Push on, always. Gotta earn coin. Also, we need to charge. Damn, we're in the blue. Anyone coming down this way? I guess Luke Howard. At least that way we can probably charge here. Oh no, I don't want to charge. We can probably charge there. Alright, let's check this guy, Luke Howard. Strategic Intelligence Analyst. Here the options to engage at own risk. Yeah, that. Luke was at New West Coast, a brutalist nightclub with 19th century saloon doors. According to the neon signage, inside you could get liquor. Staggered through the door like he was looking for his horse. Well, he found me. Oh great, he's a drunk. The sour sweet stink of booze flooded my car. I took a second to adjust to the new Yeah, let's adjust. L. Anderson. He seemed to be in a talkative mood. I figured we'd just get moving. His head dipped out of my review for a second. Oh, hey. Big night out? Ah, did you know there's puke on the floor? You're messing with me, right? No, I'm serious, like, it's just right there on the floor. Puke. I swear to God, I just noticed it. It was there when I got in. Oh man, the smell hit me. Was that absinthe and ribs? My eyes watered. I smashed the smashed the button to crack my window. The hell? I would love to catch one break in this city. Look, shit happens, buddy. On my advice, just smile and move on. Not worth thinking too closely about the wheres and the whys. I'll be much happier in the long run. I'm in my car, my life advice from a man who just put it there. My lucky night. Look, is there any chance that's your vomit? Sorry? No, I told you. This was there when I got it. The passenger must have done that because I did not. Alright. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. There you go. Past the rest of the ride without another word or eruption. Luke kept his eye on the phone, texting at warp speed and crackling between hiccups. I was trying to decide if it was worse to breathe through my mouth or my nose. Finally, right to start, it felt coming to the finish line of a marathon. Have a good one, buddy. As he reached for the door, I looked him in the eye. You're the worst person I've ever met. I'm very certain you bathed in my car. You know what? You too, buddy. If he doesn't give me 5 stars, I'm fucking destroying this guy. Lucas finally gone. Well, not all of him. I had to do something about the mess in the back. I held my breath and dealt with it. I sent the photo first. New Cav's supposed to reimburse us if we have proof someone got sick, but there's no guarantee. For a second, I thought it would be funny if I sent it to Savvy. Let's see her ignore that. But I didn't do it. Move out to the big city, Lena. We'll have a great time. You'll mop up puke with a rag. Puke face. That's why it says on the bottom right. Uneventful. 5 stars. Very good. Played perfect. $6 dues. Combines down to the last bar. Message from Carlos. Hey, not sure if you remember me, Carlos. Yeah, I remember you. I think we might have made plans to host a medical podcast together. Maybe a weird question, but I'm wondering if I left something in your car and accident. Small bottle of pills. Yes, got him. Amazing, you're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Is Jonah Johnson a real name? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Jonah Jameson a real name. Not for me to say. Patient confidentiality. Oh. Afraid I have to ask a favor. I'm stuck at the clinic with all the with patients all day. Could you drop the pills here? Sure. Be there ASAP. That's amazing. Thank you. The clinic's in South Corner Frontier. I'll drop you a pin. But basically, if you hit the border, you've gone too far. Oh, by the way, notice yesterday you were feel good. Remind me to ask you about that when you get here. Got something you might be interested in. Ah, thanks. Next. Okay, we made some money. First things first, we need to make some cash. We can go all the way there, or we can go all the way here. And then we need to go... I guess we go here and then we go here. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Full charge. He was supposed to drop me a pin, but he hasn't. Can't even afford that luxury place, eh? $18 dues is pretty good. Azteca. I was actually looking forward to my dreams this time. Anything to keep my mind off whatever was going on with Savvy. I let myself drift off, trying to prime my thoughts for the flying sensation again, and surely enough, I slowly realized that I was back in my old room. This time I had a body. It was healthy and fast and strong and beautiful. I realized that I didn't need to fly. Just pushing my feet into the ground felt incredible. Like each step was the first breath after coming up from underwater. I felt like I was living for the first time. I couldn't wait to see where my feet were carrying me. But then I realized it wasn't my body. I didn't know whose it was. Someone thicker and taller and hairier and thinner. And I didn't know what shape I was anymore. I was looking at this body from the outside, and then I was looking at a lot of them. They piled up on the floor, piled up on top of me, higher and higher. I started to suffocate under the weight of those bodies. My last breath was someone's heel jammed in my mouth like a cork. Oof, fascinating. Nobody saw me die. I woke up covered in sweat and grabbed a Danish on my way out. It was over an hour before I could force myself to eat. It was actually pretty delicious. I grabbed a Danish on my way out. Back to work. Oh, look at that massive skip, eh? 5 nights since my best friend became a fugitive and left me to fend for myself in an automation city. But the city felt different tonight. I couldn't put my finger on it. There was this energy in the air. Attention, static building up. Stuck in protest madness, can I get a rescue? A radix action, as well as weird warning made sense now. Trapped in protest, scary, can you get me? Ali 2, what was she doing at an anti-cap event? Oh my god, phone pinged again. What was going on? Or savvy, eh? Yep. Who would have thought, eh? This is super urgent, actually. Are you in your car? Yes, I am. My friends need a Neo cab now. Sophie's protest is a fucking mess. Everyone within a 5 block is getting gassed. Open your app. Do you see Jace? He needs to get out. I don't even know who the Jace is. That's your boyfriend, right? Right. Okay. Please just get him now. We can meet up after soon. No, I can't promise anything. You can do it. You can do it. You're my favorite. I really don't like Savvy. I have to say. I'm gonna say it. I don't like Savvy. Not sure that's the meme. Oh, they're all there. But this is where I have to make a choice, eh? Beatmaker, Trans DJ, not necessarily in that order. Faster than a shutter snap. Love, peace, and LO. So this guy don't really care too much about Ellie Bream. Probably worried about Liam, honestly. I want to make sure that he's okay. Love how it's all just covered, so it makes it harder to pick. Okay, we'll do this just because I want to see what the story's like. Let's go rescue this idiot. Street flash red and blue with the lights, LAPD cruisers, broken glass, and trampled cardboard signs littered the footpath. Driving past, I caught only hints of words on the protest sign: cars, blood, Capra. A pair of cops shoved a screaming protester into a car as others herded stragglers away from the scene. However bad this had gotten, it looked like things were coming to an end. Okay, that's good. But I didn't see him. I couldn't get very close at that point. The LAPD had cordoned off all the access roads. I scanned the crowds, peered down the alley. I don't even know what he looks like. Then he cancelled the ride. No message. His pin just vanished off the map. Well, I hope he was okay. Maybe he found some other way out of the madness. I pictured him sitting on Azul's handlebars as they pedaled through the clouds of tear gas. But I realized I didn't even know what he looked like. Exactly. How are we supposed to pick him up? We don't even know what he looks like. Okay, come on. There went my chance to get info on whatever was going on with Savvy too. I checked the app to see if Liam or Ali still needed a ride. Map was empty. Damn it! I felt like crying, but I knew if I started I might never stop. Over all that I had weighing on my mind. If I couldn't even help one of the few friends I had in this town, what good was it for me to even be there? The only thing I could do was hope I'd be able to help Savvy wherever she was. Yeah, that was silly of me. I thought I was going to get some information on Jace, but nothing. Trevor never showed up, but 5 stars in solidarity. Oh. I made no money. Are they just trying to test my bloody, my morals or something there? That was odd. Sam Luca, just setting up my cab. I see him again. Oh, it's her. I don't think it's worth going to her. What is this? Oh, the herbalist there. Let's do the herbalist. Gotta drop off the thing. If it's important, we want to make sure that's done. Look house direction to create a little storefront frontier. Nothing to look at from the outside. Inside was like a wizard's den. So many little cabinets and curiosities. It was nothing like any medical clinic I've ever seen, which I guess made sense. Now there's the patient I wanted to see today. Hey. Here's those pills you wanted. Thanks, you don't know what a relief it is to have these back. I owe you one. You know what? You did say something about my feel grid? I'll be straight with you. I'm not a believer in those things. Yeah, it's important to be in touch with your feelings, but that in touch seems like a prescription for anxiety in itself. Well, I'm anxious now, Carlos. My friend gave it to me. I don't think I could throw it. Yeah, my friend gave it to me. Well, hold up. Job like yours, I imagine it's stressful. I mean, I know it is. I can see the evidence. That's why I asked you to come by. I've got something that can get you back in the green. What are you talking about? Something that will make me feel happier? Exactly. Okay, and how illegal is it? Exactly. You know. Who do you think you're dealing with? Is it some weird chemical thing? Oh, totally natural. Are there side effects? Everything can have side effects. That's so not reassuring. It's true though, drinking a glass of water can have side effects. Is it a glass of water? No. And it's definitely not illegal. I wish everyone that walked in here had your sense of humor. Am I going to hate this? I'll stake my rep you're not hating it. Alright. What is your rep exactly? Whoa. You sound like a district attorney. Is it safe to use? 100%. I give up. What is it? Well, it's all natural. And it's you, Lena, the Neo cab driver, taking a couple of minutes out of your busy schedule. Ah, Away from all those packs, all their lives and issues, just leaving all that at the door. Spend some time with one Carlos Wong, consistently ranked by national magazines as the most chill, least judgmental guy in LO. And who is here and interested in whatever you might have to say. You charming piece of I don't think that's gonna. I'm listening. They spent almost a full hour. That's somehow felt both like 5 minutes and 5 hours at the same time, drinking tea and swapping professional horror stories. Oh, that's so nice. At least my packs only spilled their guts figuratively. I think he's an okay guy, who stands an okay chance of ending up in prison. Oof. I want to keep talking, but I think my next appointment's about to kick down the door. You know what it's like with dysentery. I really don't. Try it and keep it that way. Hot tip. You know that restaurant down in the Steve Model Village? I'd skip it. Before you go, it's your first time here, so I gotta give you the standard spiel. This clinic runs totally on donations, small money only. Payments for appointments are optional, always will be. Keeps folks coming in when they need help. Patients who can donate though, we do ask in a very chill way that they think it over. I know it's awkward, but we ask because we believe what we do here is important. If you want to donate, it's up to if you don't, that's entirely up to you, and there's no judgment coming from here. Wait, was that all an appointment? Did he only want to see me for an appointment? Was Carlos just my therapist? The sign on the wall suggested a donation of 20 coin for an hour. Honestly, I didn't know this was an appointment. Oh, you're right, I didn't make that clear at all, did I? I can see how that was confusing, my bad, that's on me. Talking to someone is definitely a form of medicine, at least from where I sit. And it seemed like it would help you. But honestly, this talk helped me too, so forget about the donation, okay? Oh, maybe I'll come back then. I'd like that. This place will always be here for you too, Lena. And so will I. Okay, so we got a place that we can go to green, which is good. Okay, let's look at the map. We're here. We can go back to the stands machine. Hopefully things will change around here. I'd like to talk to Azul. Hopefully they can give me some more pointers. I smiled and waited as well as I walked up. Maybe I could melt that icy exterior. Oof, I've got a sudden craving for seafood. Oh, perfect, it's you again. What a treat this is for me. Hey, Azul, just had a couple more questions. Good, let's get this over and done with. Azul was hard as read as ever. I knew I was testing their patience, but I had to get answers somewhere. I was wondering about Radix. What does how did Radix start? Is that like 20 something? Shouldn't you know? How old is Neocab? About exactly. It's like 20 something years ago, but it was a lot smaller back then. They were all about like food baskets, community gardens, ride sharing, which is cool, but they didn't think big like they do now. It was a group, not a movement. What changed? Once Capra came in, like really came in, the hand-holding kumbaya shit was gone. Radix became Radix. We got loud, came for Capra, and now they know we're nothing to fuck with. I'm glad I joined when I did. Cool. What does Radix actually do? What do you mean, does Radix? Like, what do they do? We organize, we fight, we stir shit up. That doesn't actually mean anything. Yeah, it's no stay human. Come on. We're activists. We gather and stand up against corporate entities like Capra. Radix wants to use direct action to change the city, getting rid of cars. That's just the seed. What grows from that are safer streets, public transit, a big chunk bitten out of luxury market. Equal space and freedom of movement. You don't see this because you're still stuck in it. Neocab. Like in what? In the app-driven, technocratic, capitalist, car-driving mindset. You think there's got to be some checks and balances, companies bullshit or anything to be real. We do good shit. That's what matters. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. How long have you been with Radix, I guess? About 2 years, 2.5 maybe. What is your role? Told you, flat org, no job titles. When you see something that needs doing, you do it. My life isn't so different. As long as I hit my quota, I get to choose my hours, choose my pack. Some days I'm just a driver, other days stranger pushes their way into my house. You know, I'm a confidant. People tell me the weird stuff sometimes. Feel their dark secrets. It can be a lot to just drive around with. I'd blackmail them, make some cash on the side. Naturally. What do you mean naturally? How did you join? Kind of a no-brainer. I hated cars, hated Capra. One day I'm biking downtown, I see a bunch of beautiful people rallying against Capra and cars. I pull up, asked around, end up talking to some folks. They dug me, I dug them, rest is history. You still enjoy it. Radix, it's not God. Neocab, it's not about enjoying it. It's about doing what's right. I wouldn't expect a driver to get it. Yeah, not everything has to be a fight. It's more fun when it is, though, isn't it? That's all I need to know about that. What's with the Radix logo? Yeah. What do you mean? It's a bike gear. Yeah, but the Hornet, what's that mean? Well, it's a wasp and we swarm, right? When we do, you better back the fuck off. Now, what's the deal with stanza machine? How can I get inside? Still want to get in? Seriously? Of course I do. I don't see why you can't just let me through. Because you still don't know the password. Fuck Capra? There's no password. Just wanted to hear your dumb guesses. You bitch. Listen, if you want to get a stanza machine, there are 2 steps. Get rid of your car, 1. And 2. Oh, 2 is get rid of your car. Of course. But there's one more thing. Okay? Answer the Radix riddle. Okay, shoot. Okay. What drives on 4 wheels in the morning and doesn't ever get into stanza machine at night? The answer is you. You're actually a troll. You're an actual troll. What's the name? There's a general German industrial vibe. It was Berlin-based club before it migrated. I think it means punch machine. Like to put holes in stuff. Like to put fists in faces. Imagine perpetual motion machine but for punching. Wow, edgy. Laugh it up. You're the one waiting outside to get in. Yeah, there's your German lesson for the day. You're welcome. How to become a Radix hangout. Good music, chill ownership, recycle cocktails. Recycled? Yeah, like let's say local restaurant juice oranges, they throw out the peels, right? Instead our bartender takes them, zests them, boils it with sugar, boom, orange simple syrup. The standard machine has original moral code even around its booze. Yep, they do lots of stuff like that. And here I thought it was all style and no substance. So how many orange pills would I have to bring to get in? More than your old beta could carry. Fine. You have a drink name after you in there? People say bartender give me an azul. And some wild concoction that's like on fire and tastes like lollies? No. It tastes like basil and lime. Oh! Okay, yeah, okay, that's enough. Chit chat on the clock. Come back if you want to. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'm just wasting my time at this point with that. But I'm hoping this will give me cab drivers nearby as well. It is a strategy. Ah, no one moved. Where's this guy going? Oh, it's going so far. Probably don't want to pick up the cab person. But I respect that. I probably will have enough fuel to get back. That one I definitely won't. Let's try this random person. Fiona Pack. Put up a gleaming apartment tower that was halfway between a condo and an arcology. I bet it smelled fantastic in there, like new cars and sunshine. Wardrobe crisis, please wait a minute, thanks. I didn't mind waiting. Gave me a chance to think about what's going on. Should have been with Sammy by now, drinking my new life in Los Ojos, maybe with a nice sour cider. Now I didn't even know if she'd ever have a normal life again. Where was she? What was she thinking right now? I'm sorry, so thank you so much for waiting. Was this the stand look in LO? Must have taken her hours. Yeah, that would have taken a while. But this is a near cab, huh? Yep. First time. You know what? You guys somewhere special tonight? Talk about her. looks. Yeah, needed to ask you a weird question. I mean, it's like a medium weird, if that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Okay, be honest. Do you like what I'm wearing? Is it crazy to ask? I'm sorry. I just don't trust my mirror anymore, you know? Ah, just program them to say what you want to hear. Ah, fair enough. You can just give me like first impressions. It's too much, isn't it? Oh man, she's so worried. You know? What's the occasion? Yeah, let's make sure we get the right occasion. Off to the executioner. Yikes. No, sorry, it's the first date. And I thought I hated the whole mating dance thing. Sorry, I did a pre-game shot. Guess that was a bad idea. No, trust me, I've been there. First dates are a ton of pressure. Tell me about it. It's just, I know it sounds weird, but we're already together. We just haven't met in person. Oh, we started video chatting one day just for fun on one of those sites, you know? Been there. 3 months later, we talk every day and it feels like we just fit. Like when something happens, he's the first person I want to tell. I actually look forward to staying in on Friday nights now. So he flew here to see me in person, which means time for his first impression of me. You know, it sounds like he's really into you. Yeah, he flew over, I guess for now. It's just a little complicated. When we started video chatting, I had my filter on because why not? I use it for everything anyway. Oh, but then I never turned it off. He's never really seen me, you know? I spent hours programming my anti-mesh to match the filter. And I barely got any work done, but it looks good, right? It's beautiful. Thanks. Spent a lot of time on it. Tested a bunch of versions. I feel like I could write a book on how to design your ideal jawline. What program are you using on your Animesh? It looks super custom. Well, what's an Animesh? Shut up. You're not wearing nano foundation? Programmable particles that can take out any pigment, developed by marine biologists who study cuttlefish, basically adaptive camouflage for humans. Yeah, science magic. Right? Expensive as hell, but nothing can dupe a filter. Well, I'd say yours more like cuttlefish, am I right? Oh, I can joke, or I can go, his opinion shouldn't matter so much to you. Or maybe you don't need it though. You know what, I'll just joke around. Ah, that was terrible. Amazing. I've just been enough dates to know that look people get when you go in person, they're disappointed, you know? Oof. Their face kind of falls and their eyes go a little flat. Oh, I know that feeling. They smell too big, act too friendly to cover it up, but you just know right then. It's going nowhere. God, people even do that to you? Your nose to chin ratio is totally perfect. I think it's rough out there for everyone. This is where you tell me to, like, just be yourself, right? No, I hate how people say that. It's not like it's some brilliant solution. Who doesn't want to be someone else every now and then, you know? Exactly. Well, I decided to create a meaningful silence. Let's do that. I always hope that they're meaningful, but how can you know? Can you turn on the cab light? Sure thing. She rummaged through a purse and pulled out a pocket of wet wipes. I never meant to have this screen boyfriend, you know? She tucked her precision curls behind her ears. Nothing wrong with a screen boyfriend. I'm on calls at anime 3-dimension companies and they ping me 24/7. I just started looking at profiles for fun. Sure enough, she started wiping Animesh from her face. I hid a smile as I watched the digital Fiona melt away. A lot of guys are creeps or bots. But Dre is always traveling for work. Otherwise he'd been snapped up a long time ago. He's a total 10. I'm like a natural 6, an enhanced 8. She rummaged deeper into her purse. The whole rating thing is just a trap, don't you think? Like, who came up with numbers? Some drunk frat boy 50 years ago? They thought toilet paper was a good idea. So fuck their judgment, right? Well, when you put it like that. Oh god. You know what I have to say? She looks better without it. Let's just go. Let's just ask. What's wrong? My glow shadow is in my other purse. Oh shit. Shit, I didn't want to go in this barefaced. I just wanted a fresh start for a few swipes of color. Isn't that the whole idea of the Animesh? Remember my little makeup bag I thrown in my purse before I set out for LO? That felt like sometime last year. If she wants to do it, I'll go. I might have some glow shadow in my purse. Really, my queen. I took an eye off the... No! Why would you do that? And hand it back to her. Watch out. I got it. It's the cutest color. A little goes... Dude, I heard the horn! You're gonna love it. You like it? Question is, do you? It's technically still kind of filter. I guess that's true. She chewed her lip and checked her reflection in the review mirror. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. I feel like this is a good omen, you know? People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Do you know who said that? Beyonce? Oscar Wilde is always a safe bet. Close. Andy Warhol. Nice. Oh, there's the bar. You know, good luck. And have fun. Yeah, and have fun. Fun. Is that what this is all for? And it flashed a devilish smile at me as she walked away. The first real one of the night. I saw she had a little gap in her front teeth. Cute. It's better be 5 stars. Let's go. Thanks for listening. So nice. Like in a real way. I appreciate her trying to cheer me up. My queen saved my life tonight. Let's go. $5 dues. Liberty Heights. Yeah, we're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. It was well after midnight, blah, blah, blah. I checked my phone grid. Deep yellow, green. I didn't even push for one more night. Push on. We need the money. Journal. People should fall in love with their eyes closed. Andy Warhol and Fiona. Animesh. Not a bad, an interesting idea. And having Animesh. It's an idea. We're definitely gonna avoid that guy. We're definitely avoid that person. We don't have enough charge. Are you freaking serious? Can I? $1.30 something. I can go here, get charged, and then go back up. Maybe get Stella. We'll do that. We'll do that. Charge. Oh, she's going all the way there. He's going all the way down there. I'm actually going to the place I wanted him to go. Oh. If I go there, I have to like drive all the way back here. If I go up there, I have to drive all the way down there. I hate this creep. Fuck it, we'll do it. We'll do this. We'll see how weird they get again. Let's go in the car with Marek again. Both of them seem pretty busy with their phones. Silence. Rude? Or did they still think I was a robot? You know what? Nice to see you two again. Let's be human. I'm sorry, have we met? I'm the driver you tested for being a robot. That's for being a robot. Do not follow your meaning. Must forgive us. Perhaps the language barrier is the villain here. Come on, you said that this whole system, what do you call it? It was the Higgs-Gary. Oh, the Higgs-Gary. Yes, the Higgs-Gary. I vaguely recall something like that just now. Excuse us, we are distracted. We're going to the Capra embassy. Yes, for our sins. Then I decided to let that one go. If I had to deal with Capra, I didn't want to know. I just needed to humor them as painlessly as possible. Yes. You know you can get a discount at the embassy when you drive a cab. Yeah, let's just say that. Yes, normally that is true, but tonight is different. This is an exciting night for me. We are lining up for White Rock. It launches tomorrow evening. Yes, of course we must waste our day until then sitting on a footpath. Yeah, what's White Rock? Exactly, that is the question. Are you asking sincerely? Yes. Then I'll tell you that it is Capra's codename for the new product. How do you know? They must be high up then. Who cares? What product? We'll only find out when it goes on sale tomorrow evening. You know what? Class, you don't seem excited. I apologize. If I was unclear about that, then I will endeavor to be more obvious. Our driver has a keen eye. Well, I am a robot after all. This is not an ideal way to spend a day for class. What's the problem? The problem? The problem is that we are to spend all day on a footpath for the privilege of purchasing overpriced Capra junk. Ah, we do not know that it is junk, but it will be overpriced. Well, yes. This class fellow was speaking my language. You know what? It sounded like those people who line up for the new Apple iPhone. I mean, if people want to do it, by all means. You came all the way from Germany to London. You guys are like Capra super fans. You don't even know what you're buying. You're lining up for something that comes out tomorrow. Yeah, you know, the super fans. Let's do that one. They didn't say anything. Okay. Why do you use Neocap if you like Capra so much? Yeah, let's use that one. I'd like to know. We are not brand loyalists. Yes, he certainly does not love Capra. But to know the direction in which the world travels, one must pay attention to Capra, no? That's true. I bet I can guess what no, I can't. Let's just go. You don't mind waiting? Did you ever wait in line for something? Yeah. What for? Particularly at the reunions concert, there was an ancient Egypt exhibition at Academy of Sciences. Sure, let's do that one. It was when I was a kid. I begged my parents to take me, and they managed to swing the tickets, barely, but they made it happen. Ah, the ancient Egyptian, fascinating. So when I saw the little golden cat keychain as we left through the gift shop, I knew there was no way they could buy it for me. Oh, that's so sad. So I stole it. Okay. They're very ahead of their time. Not everyone gives them credit they deserve, but I do. And I immediately got caught by the guard. My dad was so mad. My mum, she was just humiliated. Yeah, you see, you did line up for something. And that experience, did you love it very much? Yes, I did. Yeah, that's great. Well, I hope you love White Rock. Whatever it is. Thank you, Lena. I pulled up the Capra embassy. I felt like burning some sage to dispel the dark force. Oh no. There's already a line, I betcha. Massive line. Line was already pretty long. Kids lounged and anchored E2 Capra cars while Capra drones circulated with trays of domestic beer. Move quickly, there's still room. I see it. You can make it. We're going. Make a lunch run of those empty cars just before a pack of roller teens closed in. Seeing the line of happy wannabe customers giving up their time and energy on top of a hefty amount of coin just to be the biggest Capra devotee. I wonder what else that shiny blue logo could get us to give up. Excuse me. Yes, friendly and punctual. Thank you. 5 stars. Let's go. $7 dues. Okay. We're not doing too bad. Okay, we made some profit, which is good. We can't afford to stay anywhere there. We are going to drive all the way down here, even though it's going to cost us a lot of battery. Just to get proper sleep. Sleep is so important. So if you guys are not sleeping, you guys better get to sleep. But it's also good to just close your eyes as well. I bring myself to turn off the lamp next to bed. Next to the bed, I'd come here for the dreams, and now I was afraid of the dark. Classic. Lost myself in the orange haze behind my eyelids, and then I knew it was years ago, and Savvy was in my house. She was touching everything. The seashells, the pine cones. I knew that this was the only reason that I was alive. I looked down at my feet. They were small and perfect, and I realized they were hovering above the floor. I was flying, or at least floating in this room with Savvy, and I watched her touch my collection, just waiting for her to notice me. But she wouldn't look at me. It wasn't too late for her to try. I wanted to grab her, make her see me, but suddenly I couldn't move. I wasn't floating. I was suspended. I died, frozen in place. When I woke up, the lamp had gone out. So much for that. The sign on the table said the Azteca was out of breakfast. Damn! I woke up. The Azteca was out of breakfast. Back to work. Yeah, if you guys have trouble sleeping, it's good to just close your eyes there. Check the phone for another message from Savvy. The second I woke up, nothing. Yeah, so just close your eyes and stay rested. It still does something, which is good to know. 3 rides, 35. Oh, we got a message from Savvy. Yeah, are you there? I'm on fucking goose chase. I'm scared. Please let me know as soon as you get this. I'm scared too. Your face is all over the city. Yeah. I know. They set me up. Fucking Capra. I need your help. Man, what kind of mess is she dragging? I'm running out of time. Just one more thing and then this will all be over. It's never one more thing. I stole something big, but it's locked, encrypted. Oh no, Savvy. Can you get rid of it? No, it's too late for that. I gotta stay in hiding until we crack these files open. Can you do just one more thing? Is this about Capra? Do not use that word. It's not safe. Just trust me. Can you deliver the files to someone who can help? I might know someone. Probably a statistician. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But this quantum hacker, she can crack anything apparently. She's gonna ask. Perfect, don't say any more here. Can you get to them now? What do I tell her? Tell her that we have a 4 TB of data, ridiculously strong encryption, and no passphrase. Ridiculously. Tell her it's life or death and that we read these files. Then what? Text me if your friend is for real. Then we can finally meet up. I'll send you a pin. You got this? One more thing. How am I getting these files? No worries at all. You already have them. Is it in the fucking phone? I left them on your field grid. Oh my god, she set me up for the whole... Bro, this is not a good friend. I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm not a good friend some of the times. But this is a really not good friend. She used us. She willingly put me, in danger. That could not only lead me to jail. I came over because I was hoping to start a new life with the bestie. I already knew she was chaotic, but she put her ideals above this relationship. In a position where I had no say. This is not good. You hid your stolen shit with me? I thought this was a present. Exactly. It was. It also happened to be the only device I had when I got my opening. Brand new, so untraceable. Look, Albany, I had to think fast. Please don't be mad. I'm already mad. It's too late. I'm mad. I'll explain everything. Just get... What a bitch. Wait, what is my fuel grid at this stage? Okay, that's fine. We don't have enough charge, so we're gonna go charge first. Always get the charge first. Full charge is pretty good. Let's go meet statistician. Let's start. Night 6. Hello, Lina, old friend, loyal driver. Why? Hello, Una, darling. How's things? Slightly better. I've been setting people up on blind dates. Oh, have they worked out? I've received reports of 2 thrown drinks and 1 near fist fight. So yes, man, she's chaos. Thanks for agreeing to meet on such short notice. Sorry if I sound a bit frantic. Certainly entropic. I'm curious to say at least. In truth, I hope I might see you again. You seem to make a timeline more interesting rather than less. I'd rather make the world better than make it more interesting. How boring. My estimation of you has decreased by 1 degree. But you need a passphrase. Yes. Badly. My friend says it's life or death. Somehow, it always is. Okay, so have you ever seen one of these bracelets before? Oh dear, yes. Very on trend, Lena. Feel good. Feel grid. That's right. Hot new social startup. Recently acquired by Capra for an obscene sum. Full access to blood data, terrible privacy policies. I wouldn't get within 10 nanometers of it. I wasn't exactly informed of any of that. Okay, it was a gift. I didn't know Capra owned them. It just sounded fun to know something new about myself and maybe share it, right? I'm not trying to scold you. That is not the direction I was hoping she would go. Just take this as a reminder that all new technology is a meeting at a crossroads, a bargain. That is very true. And you're sure to get something out of it, some new insight, some power, but... well, you know the story. What deal did we make this time? It's not my deal. I don't even know the details yet, and that might be for the best. I felt my heart skip a beat, a flash of instinct that whatever Savvy's was doing could get me into a world of trouble. No shit. When I knew I'd been wearing the stolen tech the entire time. Maybe she had sensed it. I just know there's encrypted files stashed away in the bracelet. Can you take a look? I already am. This field grid wireless protocol is an amateurist app. No, this file doesn't belong. Charlie Elliott. Charlie, that makes a ton of sense. Charlie Elliott. Stayed into holospace memory. Yes, this file is something else. Military-grade quantum encryption enforced by the underlying medium. The attempt to read this without the passphrase would be to destroy its contents. You know, it's just light inside your little bangle. Tangle of photons twisted up tighter than you can imagine. A tiny hall of mirrors. But there's information in there too, right? Light is information, my dear. The rawest, juiciest kind of information. What are they teaching in schools these days? How can you read it? Easily. Oh wow, wink. So you can just break into it? Oh dear, no, impossible. Thankfully, I won't have to decrypt it. What happened to no secret is truly safe? Yes, don't worry. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. We don't know the passphrase. Let me ask you something. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? Interrogate Charlie until he gave it up? That would be one way to do it. Let's say Charlie is dead. What? Interrogation is off the table. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? Just keep guessing. Exactly right. My dear, you have the knack for a quantum statistics. But we don't have infinite amount of time, do we? No, we don't. Let's talking more wacky. The amount of time we have is extremely non-infinite. To speed things along, I'll try every passphrase at once. Using maths? No, it's much more muscular than that. I still don't understand. There's a way of making the world of worlds, I should say, go a bit fuzzy. It takes quite a lot of practice, but his eyes went glassy. Ah, there they are. It's using brute force, essentially. If she was doing some sort of deep quantum computation, it didn't look like much. In fact, it just looked like a bored pack staring out the window. Right, I'm working. I didn't say anything. You did in another timeline. Very close to this one. Shh. I had never been scolded for something an alternate version had me done. It felt unfair, but also sort of awesome. Maybe it was my imagination, but a chill seemed to settle in the car. Una was deep inside herself, or outside herself, ranging from other worlds farther and farther from this one. Trying a different passphrase each. Wouldn't the passphrase also be different every time, depending on the different universes? Any luck out there? Gonna emerge from a trance. Well, lucky us. It only took a few quadrillion attempts. What happened? I told you. I saw nearly all the possible timelines branching out from this moment. It's very simple. Punishingly difficult, but simple. That was very weird. Oh, did you see Delphine ghosts? What, no? It wasn't as weird as it could have been then. Did you get the passphrase? Oh yes, I got it. That's amazing. But I failed so many times. That's fine. 5 quadrillion attempts and change. Takes a lot. Takes a lot of you. You really saw all those other timelines? Yes. Not with perfect clarity, but yes. What I'm savvy. Aren't you greedy? I go rustling for a needle in the haystack of reality and you want to know if I found any diamonds while I was at it. I'm just curious. I know. I'm curious too about everything. That's why I got into this line of work. The passphrase is, well, it's a bit melodramatic. They usually are. It's pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Saharas, all lowercase with spaces. Better write that down in your journal, my dear. Just like that, I had it. What exactly are you going to do with this passphrase? Help a friend. Is that all? What do you mean, all? In the nearby timelines, I saw the possibility for a bit more excitement. And I like excitement. You mean chaos? One person excitement, another person extremely bad day? Yeah, I feel like you like chaos. You say that's like it's a bad thing. Well, you know how this works. I'm in my debt now. You know what? I know I am. Good. Who knows? Maybe I'll need a getaway driver. You know what? It'll be an honor. You don't even care what I'm getting away from. Debt's a debt. Oh, I do like you. If that's all then. Right up here, dear. Right up here, dear. I wouldn't mind learning more about how you do what you do. How you see things that you see. And regarded me silently for a moment. Be careful what you ask for. And then, when all this is settled, come see me. I scooched a bit as if she was going to leave, but then instead she spoke. My dear, there's something I need to tell you. I sat here scouring all those timelines and everything changed all around us. In one, a meteor crashed into Los Ojos. In another, a giant mutant worm rose up from below. A meteor? Those weren't even the most unusual events, but through it all, there was a second phrase that seemed almost to match. This phrase wouldn't decrypt the drive you gave me, but it felt somehow entangled with its fate. Does the phrase trust fund maggots mean anything to you? But you don't. I'll just go how. I can't say any more than that. I've seen what happens if I do. But perhaps I can say, your emotions are not your own. You just... what does that even mean? No, that's all I can say. Goodbye, Lena. When I swept out of the car. She didn't zigzag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line, getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savvy. 5 stars, my favorite of all adjacent Linas. Let's go. Made some money. Dude, I only have 17. That's tiny. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Where is she? I guess I can go there. Let's just try to do this. So this was where she'd been all along. A lonely shipping container set apart from a sea of clones. A cloud of sage incense hit me the moment I cracked the door. That smell took me back to when we first became friends, sitting cross-legged in Savvy's bedroom, whispering about her parents and drinking wine she took from work. Hell, buddy! Yo, you put me in so much fucking shit. You found me. I'm still annoyed at her. This whole time you've been inside a shipping container. Oh my god, Savvy, what's going on? So much, just so much. I promise I'll explain everything. You better fucking explain everything. Hey yo, Wolf! I'll pause this for a moment. Oh, that banana bread. I am now venturing out to get banana bread tomorrow. So thank you for that. I was thinking like, what should I eat tomorrow? And I've got it. Banana bread. I have to ask though. Because it just came out with the oven, I'm assuming. Is it moist by any chance? What's this Neocab? You had 2 slices with your coffee? Oh, that would be so good. A nice banana bread with coffee. Oof. Perfect to like it just in terms of mouthfeel, like you bite into a nice soft piece of banana bread, you get that sweetness. You get the bread crumbling, not crumbling, but you get separated through mastication, so biting and chewing it through. And you get the coffee. And, as you drink it, it kind of just melts and it creates like that second wave of flavor with your coffee. Mmm. Strange thing to type. Yeah. Okay, what's Neocab? So Neocab is pretty much like a visual novel. So the story so far is where Lena, she's pretty much packed everything up to go to her bestie that she hasn't seen in forever. She's basically like one of like very few human drivers in this Los Ojos, which has pretty much well, not pretty much, but I think in this universe most things are automated. So she's obviously going to lose her job at one point. There's this thing happening about a Sophie's bill where they're trying to remove all human drivers because somebody like ran into a crowd of people and killed this famous ballerina. So that's why they named it Sophie's bill, to get rid of all human drivers. Are you in control of the story? That's the thing. Like, I've read the comments and it seems like your choices don't matter. But so far from what I can see, it probably doesn't matter too much. And it is a tricky thing to do. And the reason why it doesn't change too much is because your central core player has central core values and principles, and you can't sway away from that too much. So you just kind of going through. So it's like a choose your own adventure, but not too many choices that end with like death or anything like that, because it's all it spreads out a bit and then it all kind of coalesces or comes together. There is a lot of not a lot actually, no. There's a few political and ideologies here and there as well. But I feel like that's just part of this universe, so I don't think they're really pushing for anything like that, as far as I'm concerned. That's the universe it is in, so I don't mind it. And I don't think they're really trying to push it into your face, which is nice as well. But you kind of just go around, make choices. Oh, so what basically what happened was Savvy is the bestie. Apparently we had some bad blood sometime somewhere, but so we didn't see each other for a while, but now we're coming back. We're coming to this city. Everyone, Lena and Savvy both hate Capra, which seems to be this huge organization. Is this the first time I played it? Yeah, this is my first time. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm enjoying it. Seems to be quite a few negative comments, but you always got to experience it yourself. In my opinion, that is. Like I tried Demon X Machina or Machina, however you're supposed to say it. That game I thought I would have fun with, turned out not so much fun. This one I'm actually having a bit of fun with, so I'm enjoying this one. Where was I? Yeah, so Lena and Savvy, I come in there, I'm like, okay, cool. First night I'm gonna just, while I'm waiting for Savvy, I will just pick up some passengers, make some money. And then Savvy gets a bit flaky, tells me to go here and there, and she disappears. And then we go to her last location and we find her phone and it's smashed. And this is probably the bit that bugged me. I don't know why we didn't just go straight to the police. Like Savvy went missing for like an entire day and we didn't even go to the police. We have a smashed phone, we're worried, we still didn't go to the police. And we're just picking up passengers and making money. So I think the other interesting game mechanic is trying to, depending on your choices, trying to get 5-star rating so that you can pick up certain people, do certain things. The other one would be, another aspect is not only trying to get 5 stars, is also trying to figure out where our friend Savvy went. And you're going to like all the locations or certain clues, and we're trying to figure out more and more things. And also another cool thing is you kind of build positive relationship with the passengers, because you keep seeing the same people pop up here and there, or gets populated here and there. And then we got the feel grid, which kind of shows us our emotions, which impacts our choices as well, which I think is a really cool idea, just executed a little bit poorly. And it's hard to execute. How to execute this well. So based on your feelings, you have some new choice dialogues. So for example, if you're really angry, you can have another choice dialogue. But on top of that, what happens is that it blocks out other dialogue choices because you're so angry. Like you can't be cool-headed about it because you're not, which I think is a really cool idea. Something that I was toying with in terms of game mechanics when I was thinking about designing my game. I was thinking about like, you have to put a lot of real effort to really change the emotions or the perspectives or even the principles of that character. But that's what it is. So far I'm enjoying. Have you played this game before, Movie? There we go. Did you get the passphrase? A few quirky characters which I enjoy. Smiled at me and her feel-good glowed like a small sun on her face. It was so good to see her. Never heard it before? It seems fun. I just need a few answers first. Yes, this girl... Okay, let me just vent this out. This girl, I just found out just today as well. This girl put this bracelet on me as a present. It's a feel-good present, so it highlights your emotions. So her necklace, you see here, glows. There's a piece of like, what do you call it? It's like a accessories that glow certain colors to show outwardly people that have certain emotions. So right now she's feeling like excited or something like that. So I have one put on my wrist and she gave it to me. And I'm like, cool, this is awesome. You know, there's some positives and negatives of highlighting emotions like that. But then I found out today that that's where she stored Capra, so that big automation organization, some kind of Capra information in the bloody bracelet that I've been carrying around with me the entire week. So she put me in a position where I had no privy of information that I was holding onto corporation secrets in my bracelet. And she just let me go around. She could have ruined my life. She could have put me in jail for God knows how long. All for her own principles and values. And didn't even ask me about it or anything about that, which was really annoying. Also, on top of that, I also found out that this bloody feel grid thing, because the way it works is it sends tubes into your blood, into your blood vessels, and it measures your body in that way. So it takes all that biometric data as well and feeds it to Capra, which is also fucking hilarious. Anyways, before that, I just needed a few answers first. Yes, but can I ask you something? Oof. If I go, why did you give me the feel grid anyways? I reckon I'm saying, bitch, what did the... Bitch, I don't... Did you really give me this as a present, or did you give me this so you can hide? Right. You use me as a scapegoat, essentially, if things went down. Or I can ask what's in these files so I can get a clear answer. Or I can go, what have you gotten yourself into? Which is accusatory as well. So these two are accusatory. I really want to say, why did you give me the feel grid anyways? Testing the friendship. But what's in these files is probably the most neutral one we can go. And I feel because how emotional Lena is, I would like to ask this. I know I'm flipping back and forth between the other choices before, but I want to choose this one. This is my goddamn playthrough. Alright, what did you give me this feel grid anyway? Lena, it'll take too long to explain. You bitch. The answers are all in those files, I promise. Thank you so much for getting the passphrase, by the way. Can you tell it to me now so we can get to work? She's avoiding my question, but honestly, with Capra, she probably had a point about it being super complicated. At least tell me why you stashed your stolen stocks with me. Yeah, I don't know why she couldn't just keep it on herself and then give me something else. I'm still annoyed at that. Of course, I'm going to tell you the passphrase, or at least tell me why. I had no choice. Plus, I knew no one would suspect you. Bitch. Right there. You just got here and you drive Neocab. She used me. You're practically a ghost, so she used me. Don't get upset. I just meant I knew you'd be fine. You don't know that. You are, right? I'm just glad this is going to be over soon. It will be. I promise. Let's at least have a look at what we've got, shall we? It can't hurt to have a sticky beak. Yes. Let's see if my laptop is still paired to that thing. My feel grid buzzed as she connected to its onboard storage. I figured she'd still have access since she'd hid the files in there in the first place. Hey Athena, unpack. Charlie Elliott got that. This file is encrypted. Please say or enter the passphrase. You got the magic word, so it's only fair you do the honors, right? At this point, I feel like she should do it. Are you sure we want to do this? More than I've ever been about anything. Hey Athena, the passphrase is Pilgrims cross the airless Saharas. What's it doing? It's totally working. Oh Capra, you're so fucked. My palms got sweaty as soon as I saw it. A massive trove of chat logs, docs, schematics. All watermarked Capra Confidential in block letters. Whoa. This is illegal, right? Extremely so. You sure we'll find a smoking gun in there? We'll do the first one. Like a million smoking guns. Did Charlie tell you what he does? No. No, he said it was a secret. But he definitely kept talking about how he couldn't talk about it. Exactly, his inner circle. Capra's up to some shady shit. I just know it. I had my share of revenge fantasies about Capra, but now that we were actually doing something. Oh, so this is the tricky bit. Like, do we actually know that there's a smoking gun in there? She says there's a million. There's chat logs and everything like that. But we know that they're recording shit, right? I don't know if it feels incredible. I feel like it felt like we're going too far. Oh, I'm getting angry. Gotcha. What'd you find? Shit, never mind. I swear, if we find nothing, I'm gonna be very annoyed. Blah blah, meeting notes, reports. Come on, I know you've got dirt in here, Charlie. Maybe there isn't any. He seemed okay. Wait, you stole this thing without knowing there was anything bad on it? I mean, I didn't have specifics. Of course, this is savvy right here. Dude was way too skeezy not to be hiding something serious shit. I just got to find something big enough to be a whistleblower. Not just like a criminal. Bro, you just did this on vibes? There's no... I mean, this is savvy. This is savvy 101 right here. She was taking a huge risk with something she wasn't sure about. It was just so savvy to leap first and come up with a plan on the way down. That's her. That's right there. I'm just seeing offshore accounts, golden parachutes for executive harassers, forged safety reports. Forged safety reports is really important. One of the mill corporate stuff. Trust me, we need something juicier. That's important too. Something we can use. If there's a lot of those forged safety reports, that's collective. She had a point. The only way out of this was to find something big enough to justify the whole property theft thing. That was Una's weird message. Or that would Azul do with a cache of internal Capra files. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. What about trust fund maggots? What did you say? The van thing we did? What made you think of that? She was looking at me so closely. It felt like the air around us went cold. Is something wrong? It's alright. I guess I'm starting to freak out a little bit, you know? I've been stuck inside this, like, human cage for days. Maybe I fucked up, but I'm kind of in it now. No turning back. Yeah, no shit. Hey, Athena, search Sophie Lemix. Yes, brilliant. Oh my god, are you seeing this? I'm no idea what I'm seeing. I've been spilled into the hollow space in front of Savvy. If even one of them had something big. Pay dirt. Ooh. Look, a report from Charlie. Some pilot program called Project Sophie. No way, that's not shady, right? Whoa. Was it all staged? Lena? This is... I couldn't remember the last time I'd seen Savvy at a loss for words. I knew Capra would do anything to make sure Sophie's law passed, but this is cynical even for them. This is so fucked. Wait, what did it say? Capra acquired Fieldgrid a year ago. Total stealth acquisition, no public knowledge. Are you serious? They've been harvesting my emotional data this whole time? Yours, mine, all in real time. A live diary of how we feel in our bones, streaming to the highest bidder. Dude, that is... I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised. Honestly, this is Capra. The whole internet already spies on what we watch, where we go, who we spend time with. Why would they stop there? Why not monetize the way we feel? Which is actually happening nowadays, so that's fun. That's not even half of it. Listen to this bit on emotional priming. Each ad unit is custom to the viewer's current state, from passing billboards to hollow space overlays to backseat of every Capra car. Some sellers will want to target customers in negative or vulnerable states, while others cater to a relaxed or even an elated consumer profile. Blue users respond most strongly to commercial messaging for alcohol, junk food, or VR escorts. Status items and vacation packages if we're yellow or off fucking course. Yeah, what does this have to do with Sophie Lemix? Project Sophie. This looks like out and out electioneering. Wait, what? Listen to this. Our generative advertorial network creates customized image slogans and even full campaigns so that we can proactively steer individuals into a desired effective state. That is already happening now. They can push us into whatever class suits them. More or less, the neural net experiments on you until it knows your most reliable triggers. It's factored into their whole network, billboards, music, even the ambient light timbre of a capsule. I thought of the sea of blue field grids from the visual and how Liam said Capra was handing them out. Which means whenever you pick up your phone or when you're taking that Capra card to your polling place, they're already priming me. Every article I read, every song I hear, every sign I pass. So when you're casting that vote, they'll have you exactly where they want you. How do they want me? Depends. Could be angry or scared, blissed out or pacified. Whatever move you into their voting block. It all made a terrible kind of sense. This crosses a line, right? This is automated psychological manipulation. Election laws too. They've made every tiny micro advert an undeclared political message. And we've got the receipts. We've got the receipts. This is what we use to steal the final news cycle back from Capra. We leak this and it floods the zone. The vote is crazy close now. If we wake up a few thousand pro-Capra sheeple, or just convince them to stay home, then boom. Capra's brand gets 2 black eyes and their car ban is dead in LO. Probably everywhere. I could see it all playing out in my head. Savvy might just get away with it. Sophie's law would fail and the world would see how Capra abuse their power. That's important. Maybe they'll even lose some of it. Now we just leak it to your contact. Sit back, watch. You should text them now. Which contact? The one who gave you the password. She's like some ex-Capra whiz, right? Unless you know someone better. I thought of Liam. It seemed like he'd know what to do with this kind of thing. But no, something was bothering me. How did you know about Una? You told me about her, or maybe I heard her name around Capra. She used to work for them, right? No. No, she's ex-Capra for sure. Look, don't worry about it. I'm worrying about it. Just say it was an anonymous courier job. NeoCap does those, right? No one would ever know it was us. Are you with me or not? Give me a tick to think. Remember, made my life a nightmare, and the idea of getting even more power through Sophie's law made my stomach turn. And that Savvy and I, after all we've been through, that we'd be the ones to stop them. The eyes jumped to my feel grid. See? It feels good to fight back sometimes. But will it make any difference? Even listening, of course it will. Sophie's law, hands, Capra, and monopoly on our streets, and Los Ojos is just a prototype. The car ban will go national, then global, and Capra cars fill the void. I feel like this is what's happening with the whole YouTube thing, right? Can't imagine a world where it's illegal to drive. Yeah. No more open roads, no more going off the grid. I guess it's one more thing for Capra to take from me. Think bigger, Lena. With global transport network and field grid, they'll have a real-time map of humanity inside and out. This is our only chance to stop them. I just want to know the specifics. I just want to know the specifics of the plan before we go for it, okay? So we just make sure we give the files to someone with a following, an influencer. As long as they got a following and are anti-Capra enough to take the heat. Then Sophie's law goes down and Capra doesn't get total control of everyone. At least not right now. I knew Savvy was right. We had to let the public know. Even if we get caught, at least we tried. Yeah, that's true. I heard the Capra-made prisons weren't too different from their capsules hotels. There was just one major problem. Your face is still plastered on every billboard in the city. How are you going to make the handoff? It's me. Luck has taken me this far. You know you're not safe out there. It'll be fine, I'm willing to risk it. You just need to move quickly. Every Capra car and squad car is scanning for your face. I said I'm willing to risk it. You're taking a risk with both allies, Savviest. Wait, what are you trying to say? You're on your own, Savvy! Look, I'm gonna go solo. I'm going solo. I'll make the drop off, you stay here. You'll be safe, I'll be safe. Radix wins, everyone wins. You want to do this without me? This isn't your fight, Lena. But you can let me help, just for the last leg, right? Great plan, girl. You go and make history. I'll just twirl my thumbs in this tin can. It's the only way. I don't know why you're being like this, but even if I thought you were doing it for the right reasons and not just trying to grab the glory, I'm not sure I trust you to pull it off without me. Are you trying to make me feel like shit down? Let's be diplomatic. Please don't be angry at me. This is the safest bet. I'm not angry, it's just you're like the least selfish person I know, and I was hoping we could do this together. I mean, after everything I've done for you, just give me this, yeah? Everything you this could go really, really badly for both of us. Then why are you here? I was worried sick about you, obviously. Is this Savvy really thinking about glory at this time? We have an opportunity to show the world what this corporation has been doing, and she's thinking of glory. It shouldn't matter how the information gets delved out to the public, right? It really doesn't matter. Is this about Capra or is this about us? You know what? Let's do that one. This was my idea to bring Radix to the next level, you know? No offense, but you like just got hello and I've been working my way up for months. What is she talking about? So I just need to do this my way and then I can bring you in, yeah? She wasn't going to budge. I knew from years of watching people get pushed in and out of our little circle. Savvy always got her way. I remember Una's final confusing message to me and the weird look Savvy got on her face when I brought it up. You know what? Fuck her. Hey Athena, search trust fund maggots. New folder flew open in the whole space. At first, all I saw was my name, all over and over again in the files. Then there were others I recognized. Liam, Ali, Una, even Klaus and Malik. Please tell me this isn't what it looks like. It was just to keep you safe. When I said I'll always have your back, I meant it. As soon as my feel grid pulsed deep violet, a new file appeared in the folder with a sick ping sound. Yeah, feel grids have a backdoor, pretty wide open. Tyler showed me even more undocumented API. You've been tracking me? You're listening to me and my packs this whole time? You gave me this so you could spy on me. Yeah, actually that one. Did you want me to say spy me? No, not at all. I just thought I'd help you. When I stashed the file on it, I needed to make sure you were safe. So I could signal someone to come get it. Or tell a swarm where to find you if Capra is getting too close. I haven't even listened to anything, I swear. I had to see for myself. Hey Athena, seriously, are we doing this now? You know what? Una. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way using its passphrase. So she already knew. The blood rushed out of my face. I fell to my knees. I felt my knees wobble like I was going to be sick or passed out. You know what? My heart broke. Again. I could be furious. But I feel like that's past Lena, right? I think the heartbreaking is kind of where she's at. I don't understand why you do this to me. You even understand what a huge violation this is? Oh god, don't give me the sad puppy thing over this. You have nothing to worry about. It was just to keep tabs on the file. I swear, I haven't even looked at what it recorded. So now it's time. We leak the Capra files and go get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. You ditch me and then spy from your days, you'll get caught and take everything down with you. Why can't you just trust me? I think that's a fair one. All by yourself, huh? That's not happening. Blah blah blah. Work too hard to just let you walk out of here without me. You're the one that's been transporting stolen docs for days, remember? And who knows what else is in those recordings. Don't make me turn you in. What? So everything had come down to this. Finding out my best friend had betrayed me and then having to fight her just to be able to walk away. How was her field grid still a calm green while mine glowed blue? Why was I the one who felt like walking into the ocean? Would you really turn me in just like that? It's not like I want to. Come on, this isn't us. We're better than this. And this isn't you trying to sabotage me. I know you're better than this because I know you're better than you know yourself, girl. You know what I mean? I knew exactly. She knew all my secrets, all my fears, even before she'd spied on me. She knew exactly how to hurt me. But then again, I knew the same things about her, didn't I? If she was going to throw anything she could at me, maybe I had to do the same, or at least try and get her to see the truth about how she treated me. It'll make her mad, and it just might make her give up. I forced myself to take a deep breath, centering breath. A small smirk flickered across the face, still lit in the green glow. You know, you've never really cared about anyone but yourself. Maybe it's because you're an only child or something. Wow, amateur psychoanalysis. Not in this world alone, you know, you can rely on others too. That hot doctor, what's his name? He's not that hot. You could even spare a couple of bucks for his free clinic. After he spent this time helping you instead of some poor uninsured kid. It's just all about you, isn't it? You're so selfish. How did... No, that's the other thing, right? I think she's just trying to deflect. Anyways, regardless, she's seeking glory when she should be about the message. And she's clearly not about the message at this point. At least from what I can understand from these conversations. So, fuck her. Fuck her for putting me in this position. And I'm gonna make sure that the higher ideals triumphs over petty bullshit that she's doing. I'm trying to get you in it. Don't turn this on me. You're the one who crossed the line here. Or just shut up. Does all I've done this week mean anything to you? Let's do that. Emotional blackmail. Everything I did, how I helped you. I can't believe you just throw that all away. Where she's gonna flip it back and go, can't believe I do all that. Why was I trying to make her see value in me? Was I fighting to keep her in my life when she treated me so terribly? I couldn't believe our big reunion turned into this. I was losing the energy to keep fighting her. Selfish is ditching your best friend the moment she moved for you. Ooh. I feel like, you know, I'll just say this is really unfair. Whatever. You could tell she was just getting started. But I really felt like I was losing, letting her jab get to me. Nothing seemed to faze Savvy. Savvy looked like she was enjoying all of this somehow, like she was in her element. This is exactly why I left you in Cactus Flats. Your emotions are out of control. I get you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff, but you got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. It's like constantly walking on eggshells around you. You didn't even defend me when Azul was talking trash. Guess you don't mind when someone sells out your best friend. While I was in danger and risking my life for the cause. Some loyalty. You're so volatile, you must scare half your packs off for good. Man. So she heard the conversation, so she lied. Boom. I know I feel a lot, but I try my best, okay? I'm not trying to rehash old fights with you. Don't blame me for the reaction you've caused. Says the girl can't keep a boyfriend more than a month. That's a terrible one, the first one. Don't blame me for the reactions you've caused. That's taking your power away. I don't feel like that's a good statement to say. Because even so, it's a two-way street. So shifting it all to the person doesn't work here. I'm not going to rehash old fights with you right now. Is an okay one. I don't want to talk about that part of the past, but then I know I feel a lot, but I try my best, okay? That's very defensive as well. Oh, fuck it. Let's go defensive. Can't you just be patient with me? I think about you all the time. I would never try and hurt you. Why was I asking for her forgiveness? What did I think she had that I needed so badly? heart ached to think of losing her. I didn't even care about being right. I just wanted her to stay with me. I'm Vought. Oh, a few days ago you asked me to move here to be with you. That's, again, not a good one. Why are you being so mean to me? We're losing this battle, clearly. Whatever. I was struggling to hold back tears. The emotions were so intense, I almost felt the floor fall away under my feet. Maybe Savvy was right about me. I was lost for words. She said things she could never take back. So had I, and I already regretted every word. I felt small, like I was only as big as the aching hole in my chest. Had our entire friendship been a lie? I willed myself not to cry in front of her, but looking at her was like looking in a mirror. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. This isn't us. Why are we fighting? Oof. Because you're betraying our entire friendship. My heart ached. Oh, what? No, heart had to hurt too much. I just needed some comfort before it swallowed me up. I don't even know anymore. Can we just stop? Can we just like start this whole over? It's too much. Didn't mean to hurt you, bun. You're right. I'm just all worked up from living on takeaway and no sunshine for a week. Let's just do this thing and put this behind us. I remember all the times Savvy had been there for me in the past, how many times I had cried in front of her, more than I like to admit, and she pulled me through every time. Maybe I just lost this fight with her, but she was more important. You just care about yourself, Savvy. Oh, you fucking bitch. No, I want to go back. Let's go back. I want this to go right with her. I don't care if you call this safe scam and whatnot. That's how I get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. I don't care about why can't you trust me? You'll get caught and take everything down with you. I think that's the important one. Not happening, blah blah blah. Your work stolen, blah blah blah. Alright, gonna come down to this. Are you blackmailing me right now? It's not like I want to. Come on, this isn't us. We're better than this. And this isn't you trying to sabotage me. I'm not trying to sabotage you. I know you're better than this because I know you're better than you know yourself, girl. You know what I mean. I knew exactly what she knew all my secrets. Yeah, that's how it hurt me. But then again, same thing about her, didn't I? So that's the clue. We're gonna try to hurt each other, I guess. Skip, 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 skip. Don't turn this on me. You're the one who crossed the line here. I have the right to set my own boundaries, and if you don't like it, that's not my problem. You can choose whether you want to be my friend or not, but I can choose how much I give anyone. The fact that I'm scared to do this mission with you, I'm trying to look out for myself, and you should respect that. Assertive, interesting. Wow, great lecture. You should give talks at school. She's such a bitch. Boundaries. Wasn't she always the one telling me stories about how she stood up for herself? Guess I absorbed that lesson in a good way. Took a deep breath. Oh, this was my opening. If I could push back, it might end this. Selfish is ditching your best friend the moment she moved for you. You're the selfishest, self-centeredest, most selfish person I know. From the moment I showed up in LA, you've altered between begging me for help and acting like I don't exist. I could tell she was just getting started. I felt like things could go either way. If I let her get to me, she'd never see the truth about herself. This was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savvy scowled at me, daggers in her eyes. This is exactly why I left you in Cactus Flat. Your emotions are out of control. I get that you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff, but you've got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. Like constantly walking eggshells around you. You didn't even defend me when Azul was talking trash. Because you don't mind when someone tells out your best friend. You know, I was blah blah blah. Already done some loyalty to all time it packs, but how do I do this? Don't blame me for the reaction you've caused. You betrayed me. I'm upset. Try taking a little emotional responsibility for the havoc you wreaked in my life this week. Geez, you've had it so hard. You should start a charity. Savvy wasn't used to people pushing back. It felt good, and I could tell it was getting to her. I had to figure out a way to get through to her. Savvy eyed me for a second. If I could call her out, maybe she'd see reason. I'm Volta. A few days ago, you asked me to move in here to be with you. Now you're treating me like your enemy. All because I don't want to do exactly what you want. That's the definition of unreliable. I knew there was no way she was going to stop piling it on now. I could almost feel her combing through our past to find the next attack. I had to keep centered, or just make her mad enough to back off. There was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savvy gritted her teeth. You know what the shittiest part of all this is? It's that the moment I let you out of my sight, you undermine me. You pretend you're so sweet, so innocent and sweet. But you'll do something bad as long as you know you won't get caught. That's basically lying. You're a fraud. At least I'm always real with you. You claim to hate Capra, but you went home with them. It's ready. I mean that. Jeez, I think you'll be proud of me for being a hypocrite. Whoever said I was perfect. Attacking me isn't gonna help you. Call me names so you can bully me into going along with you. Grow up. And stop provoking me. I wasn't taking her bait, and it was getting to her. I had to figure out a way to get through to her. Now was my chance to give her a piece of my mind and knock down her arguments. You think I'm phony? Your whole activist persona is fake. Radix isn't even your fight. People like Azul actually built it. What the fuck would you know about activism? That seemed to strike a nerve. Then you just go show up one day and do your social chameleon act trying to charm your way into control. Stop it. Where's the lie though? She was running out of steam, struggling to find one last barb she could throw at me. Whatever she came up with, I knew it was going to be desperate and mean. But I was ready. Like, I knew her words were smaller than me, somehow cruel and petty, and maybe not even really about me at all. This was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savvy eyes narrowed. I could tell she was fuming. I mean, also because of the necklace. Then it's time to grow up. Stop being meek, little flower. Because right now, your fear is keeping you from getting what you deserve. Toughen up. Don't be such a wuss. It's so sad that you're still scared of what people think of you or what might go wrong. I'm feeling I'm disconnected. Is she hearing the things that's coming out of my mouth? When will you learn that sometimes following the rules just hurts people? Easy to be brave when you've had everything handed to you. You're right, I'm scared, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe we're both scared right now. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong. See, this is the thing. I'm confused if the game says you're right, I'm scared, and there's nothing wrong with that. Is that being too defensive here, or am I just supposed to keep attacking? It's easy to be brave when you've had everything handed to you. That just sounds like an accusation at this point. If I get it wrong, I'm just gonna reload anyway. So let's see. Fuck it, let's just attack. You barely have anything handed to you. Ooh, fiery. You've never had to deal with real consequences in your life. Maybe we should do this stupid mission just so you can see that the rules actually do apply to you. We're gonna roll our eyes. Attacking her made me feel sick to my stomach. Yeah, I figured as much. What are we even doing right now? Let's figure out a way to get through her. Now was my chance to make peace and knock down her arguments. It's actually brave to take responsibility of how you affect others, you know. You should try sometime. Instead of using people like Azul and Charlie and throwing them away when you're done. Are you serious right now? Or maybe you're just afraid that they'll see who you really are. Maybe you should be. Savvy seems stunned, like she's never felt this way before. I'd never seen her so angry, her mouth in a thin line, her eyes focused on me with fire behind them. She'd said things she could never take back. So had I, but I didn't regret a single word. I just can't believe how you're acting right now. I feel like I don't even know who you are. I'm sorry, I'm just need you, okay? She wiped her tears with her sleeve and I realized I wasn't the one crying this time. I was actually okay. Then my eyes caught her feel good, deep, angry red. You know, I actually feel sorry for her. You can stop fake crying. Feel good is giving you away. What? Throw it out of battery or the signal is messed up. Still, her tears suddenly dried up. Since when do we need this thing to know how we're feeling anyway? No one knows me like you do. It's why I love you. I love you too. Doesn't mean what you think it means. Manipulating me, Lena? What's going on? I figured you out. The gaslighting is over. I'm going on my own. You'll thank me later. Emotional victory. Wait, you can't do this without me. You stay here, I'll text you the deets when I'm done. Hey yo, back to the call back earlier. I've left before she could say one more word. Under my arm and got back in my had to get out of the dust. Making me want to stay. Trouble waiting for me. What was going to happen to Savvy? Maybe she'd get off the lighter charge since she didn't have the stolen property anymore. Or maybe that would make Kappa more vengeful. I had my feel grid, probably still listening to my every word. It wasn't too late for me to end this. One quick toss out of the car and it smashed against the pavement. I rolled down the window, took a deep breath. Wait, what are you doing? We're gonna pull shit out. If I wanted to really hurt Savvy, I could just tell her what it smelled like in that little hideout. With the feel good destroyed, it'll be over and done with. A link to the whole ordeal would be erased. So would Capra's crimes. No, stick with the plan. Capra needed to be held accountable. Exactly. After all they've done to me, I'm more than happy to be the one to do it. Liam knows exactly what to do with the Capra documents, how to make sure they were seen. And as for all of Savvy's file on me, the laptop, it'll actually be a pretty nice thing to have around. So I did it. I took down Capra. All from the seat of my trusty beat-up Neo cab. And all I had to do was let their own words out into the light of day. The leaked documents broke just days before the vote on Sophie's Law. Suddenly, all anyone could talk about was how Capra had sold out our field grids. And whether poor Charlie had really deserved to be practically chased out of the city by an online mob. But the one thing everyone agreed on, Capra couldn't be trusted to take over every street in LA. So it all ended. Sophie's Law failed the vote. Capra had to agree to the smallest bit of public oversight, and Savvy was cleared of her charges. All good things, I guess, and I still have my job. But there was nothing really keeping me in Los Ojos anymore, was there? Hey, so I wasn't going to text you for a while, but I thought of a way we can work things out. I have a new piece of info that I think changes everything. Can't say more than that now. Are you off work? Text me when you are and I'll tell you where to meet. Yeah, just shut that shit off, man. I blocked Savvy's number. That other night, that was the first time I've ever actually said no to her. And I wouldn't say it felt good, but it felt right. I love you, Savvy. No. I was ready to leave LA for good, but one last PAX couldn't hurt, right? One more for the road. Alright, let's see the journal. Rip Sophie's Law. Alright, the question is who we're going to pick up then? I guess we'll pick up Liam. Liam really helped me out. But I also want to pick up Una. She's interesting as she is. Color Swong? Wait, where's the two color Swongs? That's crazy. Okay, he's planning to get out. She's just staying inside. You know what? I think out of all the people, I think Liam is probably the easiest bet here. Because he's kind of like an inside-outsider kind of thing. I feel like with Una, she's going to just talk about the whole quantum, different timelines, etc. Let's go with Liam. Let's finish off human, eh? Picked up Liam at his hotel. He said he wanted to leave the city the same way he had arrived. Perfectly symmetrical composition. Fine by me. but would be driving for a while and he hadn't said much. Just heads down, tapping into some device. But he was the one person who'd maybe been through as much as I had these past few days. I hoped he wasn't facing any backlash from helping me make the Capra docs public. No, this isn't how I imagined things would go. What do you mean? I mean driving out of this awful city forever, not like, no, I mean riding off into the sunset with a smile. I just can't believe here anymore. Can't be here anymore. I wanted a fresh start, and instead I got a very heavy ending. Same, so very same. Do you regret it? Which part? Any of it. But I mean the stuff you sent me. The stuff like it was just a few recipes for cookies or something. Liam sitting in the back seat of my cab felt like someone I really knew. A friend who made me happy just being around him. Liam. The name in my contacts to whom I'd sent a smoking gun to take down Capra. That person felt like a ghost from another life. Are you sure, he'd ask, heart pounding. I'd type yes. 100%. Yes again. And then it was on every social feed within an hour. Federal investigations were open within 24. Sophie's Law was dead in 72. Now it felt like he was breaking some secret covenant just bringing it up. Did I regret it? No regrets. Yeah, me neither. I guess things with your friend Savvy didn't work out either. You know what? It's for the best. She showed me who she really was. You know, and I'm grateful for that. Do you want to talk about it? Honestly, not really. I think I'm good, but thanks. You know, I know we didn't get to properly hang out, but you really helped me. I don't usually make friends when I travel, sort of. Try to use the time to be a bit lone wolf. But it's been, I don't know, fun, inspiring, helpful, all that. Even the way you lectured me about Capra in this very desert. Yeah, that's right. I'm still sorry about that. Please don't be. Seeing you angry was actually sort of refreshing, even if I was trying to deny it. Oh yeah? Well hey, if you like that, let me tell you more about my week. Oh, please do. I feel like I've been hogging all the angst. Let's just say you helped me too. You're just saying that because I've said a nice thing and now you feel like you need to return the compliment? Why am I still wearing this feel-good thing? Totally. I knew it. Hey, it's funny, isn't it? The way this all turned out. Very. Right, the two of us in your cab, same road, opposite way. Yeah, you're right. It feels like fate? Nah. I think this one's on me. You know, I kind of like that ending. Change agency. So that was the game. That was Neocab. I think I like the ending, like, at least this ending. I'm wondering what the other ending would have been like if I couldn't win. A very interesting game. Very interesting game. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But then again, I think if anybody just tells me if it's a good game, I'm probably going to like fully critique it versus somebody that tells me that it's a bad game. I feel like I'm just enjoying it. Was interesting. The choices, obviously, one of the weak points in any narrative choice-driven games is sometimes I'll click something thinking it means something else, and then it gives me this whole other this spiel that I didn't want. So that's always going to be one of those weaknesses. I did like the emotion idea. I still think these types of narrative games should have like a rewind button so you can go back on, so you can see the choices and then go back and go which one of those choices did I actually want to choose. But I guess that also removes the magic of choosing one, because you might be just choosing it for the best outcome rather than choosing it based on how you think someone might feel or how you feel about the comments that have been made, which then changes how the story goes or the gameplay. But regardless, I have to say, If you have a savvy in your life, cut them off. You do not need to be there. Cut them off. God damn, she was such a bitch. Yeah, so that was Neocab. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the journey with me in this adventure of ours. We're gonna probably move over and play some other, maybe some other Humble Bundle games, or maybe some Final Fantasy Rebirth. We'll see how we go. And if you haven't already, check down the links down below for new more content. Oh, they had like a decent sized team, medium sized team, perhaps. Was that a small? Nintendo of America. Wow. They actually helped out as well. The entire Losers League. what a name. Oh, pets. No. Lulu. Miles. Luca. Playtesters. Christopher Simmons. Laser Walker. Shanty. Thanks to the humans who made Ink, Unity, Spine. Oh, that's nice. Between, okay, so they used Unity. Produced by Apple. Really? Defensive fashion. Wait, is there like a continuation or? That's it. If I hit load game, okay, so it gives me this one. Okay, cool. We might revisit just so we can see what the other options are. But yeah, that was Neocab. Very interesting game. Very interesting game. Maybe I'll do an edit of it or something. But with that, text me back. Emotional victory. Capra leaks. Puka face. Clean up backseat vomit. Rite of passage for all drivers. Yeah, I feel like taxi drivers and maybe even Uber drivers would have to like have one of those moments where they get drunk drivers in and they probably will puke. I know for a fact, I'm not proud to admit it, I went to this very exclusive club. They handed me what I believe was probably illegal alcohol drinks. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't actually, it probably depends on the state and territory. But I tried absinthe, the so-called green fairy, and not knowing the potent effects it had, and I was drinking all sorts of nonsense that day, on that night, and luckily the bouncer was so nice. He actually stopped the taxi for me and goes, "You have to take this person home," kind of thing, like trying to look after me. But also, I probably didn't want me there. Not on another thought. Maybe I just had like rosy glasses, thinking, "Oh, he's looking after for me," but maybe he's just doing that so there's no trouble and he doesn't have to deal with it. I'd rather think that he's trying to do something to help. So yeah, oh man, and I think I've vomited like almost every stop, at every street light. It was crazy. Anyway, let's see. Oh well, first of all, thank you everybody that joined, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this journey in this game. We're just gonna have a quick look who's live. Okay, so it seems like Tiny's live, so we're gonna do a raid. Looks like playing Plague. Thank you everybody for joining aboard. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's stream, and as always, take it easy. Until our next adventure, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye now. That raid.